All right, good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully, everyone is having a wonderful Wednesday, wacky Wednesday. Feeding my dogs French fries here because they've been so good today. Hopefully, everyone is having a wonderful Wednesday here. We're gonna jump on and we're gonna discuss the upcoming weather throughout this week and into next week. We're gonna take a look and see, what we're looking at here to Chase as everyone has been looking at the polls I have put out. Just making sure that move that off the screen there. A little bit of red. That's the YouTube I'm watching the chat here. We'll discuss everything that we're looking at and currently what's going on in the country today. And unfortunately, while we're not going to be able to be out the next few days, but definitely next week. And everyone has been keeping an eye on us. And my posts that I said Graham B is possibly coming with us for the next week's chase. What the heck? What the heck happened there? I think we're still live. Yeah, we're still live. Okay. I don't know. Something happened on my screen here. See if I can get rid of that. Oh, there it is. I don't know what the heck happened there. I don't know. But Graham B will be joining us on our chase coming up. So I know everybody's very excited about Graham B coming along with us. So she'll be back with us again. So let's get out here and let's discuss some of the what's going on right now in the country. As you can see, not a whole lot. As we zoom out here and look at pretty much the old continental U.S. except southern Florida, but pretty much we've gotten everywhere here. Just not much going on right now. Back here near home, we're finally getting some rain in the area. Not a whole lot of rain, but just a little bit of rain. It's not going to do much for our drought, unfortunately, but hey, any rain helps at this point. We've got some flooding going on down here just south of Richmond. That's still what left of the storms here. Got a couple flood warnings here, especially down near the Wakefield, Waverly area. Everybody remembers I chased this area during the remnants of Debbie. So, this area is very low-lying, so flooding is very possible here. Flooding across Carsley Road, reported by the Surrey County Police Department. Got some flooding closer towards Stony Creek. Flooding reported by the Sussex County Police. Water rushing over the roadway. Heavy flooding reported. So, a lot of flooding going on. Let's see what we got going on here. So, hello everybody. I'm trying to look back through the chat here. We got Emily here. Peachy's here, which is Slups Pookie now. Peach. Okay. Okay. Interesting name, but okay. I'm still going to call you Peachy because that's how I know you as. Hi, Mr. Arizona. How are you? Jerry's here. Jay's here. Sulish checking in. Sonia's here. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Orion. How are you? I saw you in the chat the other day. I was happy to see you back on. How's the Azores going for you? Weather at least over there kind of nice right now. Hi, Chris. Thank you for translating for Jay. I appreciate you as always. You know I do. All right, so we'll get in here. I said hi to everybody. Oh, Trabonus here. Everybody got to behave now. The director of sarcasm has arrived. Hey, Trabona, did you see the pictures I put up of the Kia? What do you think of that? Do you think the tick's going to do pretty well in some hail? We're going to try it out next week, hopefully. So we'll have Graham B with us in the car. Can't drive into no hail. She'll yell at me. All right, so let's take a look here. What else is going on around the country here? We have, like I said, we have some flooding going on again in Southern Virginia. Looks to be some good storms down here near Florida. If my mouse would let me zoom in, would be lovely. Chubbs! I knew I missed somebody in the chat. I thought I saw a blue little C there popping up. How's Chubbs doing? I heard they moved your surgery back. That's not cool. That's not cool. But hopefully you'll be able to get in and get it taken care of. Hopefully the move back is a good thing for you. I'm hoping. But hopefully everyone is having a wonderful week. I know it is still midweek, so hopefully hopefully everybody's having a good, decent week. So we will, yeah. Oh, good Chubbs, good. I'm glad to hear you're feeling good. I saw Trebone. I did get to see the Kia. Awesome. And thank you again, Chris, for translating for Jay. Yeah, we're watching that tropical system here. It's still very early, guys. So we're going to look into that, but it's still very early. We'll look at some of the models, what they're showing. Some models are having to go towards Texas. Most models are having to go towards Florida. And they said if it moves towards Texas, it's going to be a little bit weaker storm. But if it moves towards Florida, it's going to be a stronger storm. I've been listening and talking with other chasers, meteorologists who believe that it's going to become a hurricane at some point. Just don't know where it's going to hit and when it's going to hit and how strong of a hurricane it's going to be. So we'll get into that, though. So let's take a look at some of these warnings down here near Florida, because I know some people are checking in from Florida. We have a couple special marine warnings here for some wind. It looks like 34 knots, 40 knots. But we also have a severe thunderstorm warning down here just north of Daytona Beach for 60-mile-an-hour winds. Been getting some gusty wind reports here, 43. Wind damage from the 911 center. Small trees were reported down, 40-mile-an-hour and 50. Okay. So not much going on in Florida. A couple other severe thunderstorm warnings. Looks like down here near Miami. See, I don't like this mouse. This mouse doesn't like it wants to play games with me here. So this is for Hollywood, Florida, Carroll City, just north of Miami. $50 size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So nothing too crazy. And then we have some special marine warnings down here near Key Largo. So that's Florida weather. We'll look at the radar actually here. I don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing here. Hold on. There we go. You can see some of these storms look like here. There's some pretty good looking cells down there right off the coast. A lot of pretty lightning. I bet they're really pretty cells. So, yeah, if anyone's right along the coast of Florida from Jacksonville down to Daytona Beach, storms look like they're coming off land and moving over the water. Hi, Beline. Welcome in. Happy to have you back with us. I saw you were on a chat the other night. Yeah, we're happy to have you here. And Graham B is going to be coming chasing with us next week. So just remember that. Keep an eye open for them live streams starting next week. Probably Tuesday or Wednesday next week. We'll probably be on the road somewhere heading south. And again, we'll talk about the tropical storm in that here in just a little bit. That's not a tropical storm. Tropical system, when it's going to form, where it's going to move, stuff like that, because models are still all over the place of how strong it's going to be, where it's going to hit, when it's going to hit. Some are bringing it in Thursday, Friday next week. Some are bringing it in next weekend. Some are bringing it in the following week. They're just all over the place because we're still 8 days away from the storm. So we will be keeping an eye on that. Hi, Pez. Hi, Cornbread. Hi, Zen. Then we were just checking out your weather down in Florida. You got some storms building up there near Jacksonville and Daytona Beach. And then down towards Miami, there's some storms. But that's not even the worst area today. The worst area is going to be more up this way. Kind of right here along the Dakotas. And up into and eventually up into Canada as well, obviously. But that is where the storm threat is going to be today. It's across the eastern Dakotas. Very minimal tornado threat out there. More wind and hail is going to be the threat today. But tomorrow, that threat does move east, and it's going to affect the Minneapolis area here. I know my mouse is going to mess up because I was being crazy with it there. But, yeah, pretty much around the Minneapolis area into Wisconsin, the threat's going to be a little bit bigger today. Um, so, yeah, the tornado threat's a little bit higher. Hail's going to be your main threat up there, looking maybe possibly up to 2 inches in size and diameter. Again, that's across western Wisconsin and Minnesota for tomorrow. And in the time frame, I just was not able to make it out again for that. I'm preparing for next week because next week's going to be a long chase. So definitely going to keep a real close eye on today and tomorrow here. We'll see if we'll keep an eye on this for a few minutes here and see if anything does pop up here. We've been getting some scattered thunderstorm development down here in Arizona, New Mexico the last few days too. Still monsoon season down there, so they're definitely getting a lot of rain down in the desert Southwest. So going to keep an eye on that here. The threat for today and tomorrow doesn't just stop up north. That's where the worst of it's going to be. There's a potential for some severe weather kind of down in this area as well, down through Kansas, Nebraska, and even into Oklahoma and northern Texas. You might get some wind, maybe a little bit of hail, but the tornado threat looks to be extremely low down there. It's never non-zero for any severe thunderstorms, but it is extremely low. So, but yeah, your bigger tornado threat's going to be up here in the Dakotas today, and then Minnesota, Wisconsin tomorrow. Tomorrow it's also going to dip down, down. It's going to start kind of up here, and it's going to kind of come down here. So kind of that area there for tomorrow is tomorrow for the threat. So, hi Frank, how are you? I'm not looking at the chat. I apologize, everybody here. Yeah, we're gonna get to the tropical storm here in a little bit. So, Jamie, is Hagerstown going to get a tornado? Is that Hagerstown, Maryland? Is that what you're asking? Because no, there's no severe weather forecasted for Hagerstown, Maryland. Now, if it's a different Hagerstown, then I'll have to zoom in and take a look and see where that is up there. But yeah, today is going to be the eastern Dakotas, Fargo, Sioux Falls, and then Minnesota and Wisconsin tomorrow. Yeah, Jamie. No, Maryland has no potential for severe weather over the next few days. No severe weather anywhere on the East Coast for at least the next few days to weeks. Actually, they're talking once this precip moves through today, we're going back to another week of drought, dry, warm weather. Not fun, especially when it's already dry here in southwestern Pennsylvania, and they're already talking. My township's actually talking about putting in a burn ban, which we never, ever, ever have put in a burn ban before. And we're talking about it because it's just so dry right now. So we've had a ton of brush fires. So we definitely don't want that. Yep, we're gonna get to Jay. We're gonna get to the tropical storm stuff here in just a few minutes. Central Florida is way past due. Well, then, when we look at the models here, you'll see that some models are trying to stick it into Central Florida. They're trying to put it in around Tampa Bay and come straight across the state. Now, again, it's still so far out. It's hard to, I don't want to say for sure that's exactly where it's going to make landfall. I'm not putting anything, anything out there of where the storm's going to hit, how strong it's going to be, what day it's going to hit, because it's just so far out still. It's still a week and it's 8 days away. So, but for the most part, yeah. So what's causing this severe weather, guys, up here is this big low pressure that's kind of sitting up here. And it's just this big old, stupid mouse, this big old comma head. So anywhere kind of along in here is going to be where your severe weather is going to be, ahead of that comma head. And it's, if you look at any radar up in Minnesota and all that, this is kind of hard. We'll try to find some cloud cover here and look, but it's a big comma head, and it's crazy because your low is going to be sitting right here. It's just this big comma head, and with your severe threat going to be over here today. So, it's definitely crazy. So, well, thank you, Frank. Yeah, that's what we're here to answer all questions, ask where you want us to look, and we'll check your weather and stuff. And yeah. Oh, is the incoming hurricane going to give Hagerstown, Maryland? So, the models I have been seeing. So eventually, there's going to be a. We'll zoom out here a little bit for you guys, so you can see here. So eventually, there's going to be a big ridge here, a big ridge like that. So the storm is going to start down here in the Gulf, and if it comes up anywhere in this area down here, it's going to come up along this boundary line, and it's going to shoot out to the ocean. So I don't expect anything hazardous up here in Pennsylvania or Maryland area, just because of this boundary, this ridge that's setting up over the country. So that's over the next few days. That'll be coming. So yeah, they're expecting maybe some showers, but I don't think anything's going to affect anywhere up in the Northeast or the Midwest area or the Corn Belt. Grandma was here; she'd be giving me all kind of issues. So, but yeah, right now there's not much going on. So, but as we were talking here is the day one threat again. Put the cities on too, so we can see the cities. So Sioux Falls. There's your tornado threat. We'll actually take a look at this first here. So this is your day one. You can see you have a severe threat here across the center part of the country. Let me change that color here. Much better. So you can see we have a slight risk across the Dakotas, maybe into extreme northern Nebraska. So we'll have to, as this moves off to the east here. So there's your tornado threat. Clear out that marker here. So there's your tornado threat today. Again, pretty much all up and down your Dakotas, Fargo, Grand Forks, down into Sioux Falls, just north of Omaha. Is your 2% tornado risk. I don't even think it's going to be that great. I really don't. It's just that's where the tornado threat's the greatest. And again, you can see this threat, and this is the wind threat, so it's your whole marginal risk. So you have your slight risk up here, but your whole threat comes the whole way down into Lubbock, Texas, for that calm ahead. So obviously there's a severe weather threat the whole way from the Canadian border the whole way down to Lubbock, Texas. So anywhere in between is going to be your tornado threat. So Mineral Point, Wisconsin. Well, let me take a look and see where that is, because I don't know. Put my radar back up here. All right, where are we at? Where's Mineral Point at? Erase that marker because it's going to drive me crazy if I don't. I feel like I know where Mineral Wells is. Like I passed it before, been through it. Where is it at, Eric? Like compared to some of the bigger cities, like near Minneapolis or Eau Claire? That's where the tornado threat's going to be tomorrow. It's kind of over in this area over here. Hey, your bigger threat's going to be kind of over in here tomorrow. Western Wisconsin towards Minneapolis. That's going to be where your bigger threat's going to be tomorrow. And we'll look at that. We'll show you everything here in just a second of where that all is. That is no southwest corner of Wisconsin. Yeah, we're looking at Wisconsin. Are you that way down here? Like down towards Madison? Oh, Mineral Point. There it is. There's Mineral Point. I found you. I found you. Um, I'd say just keep an eye on things tomorrow. There's definitely a potential for severe weather tomorrow. Tonight, not so much. Tomorrow there is. But the tornado threat's going to be way more north of you, Eric. It's going to be up towards Minneapolis, Eau Claire, Rochester area for sure. So we'll look at that here in a second. But yeah, here's your wind and hail threats looking the same, and then your tornado threat. Pretty much everything along the Interstate 29 corridor from Sioux Falls, just north of Omaha through Sioux Falls, Fargo, into Grand Forks area is going to be your biggest threat for your storms today. Now, tomorrow obviously does look a lot bigger and better for severe weather potential here. So we do have a 5% out tomorrow for Minneapolis. Duluth, all the way up into, northern, all up into Canada pretty much. And then down I'm trying to look here and see. Pretty much right along the border of Iowa and Minnesota is where the line ends tomorrow. So that is where the tornado threat is tomorrow. Again, Minneapolis being almost dead back center again. Wind threat obviously expands out a little bit more. La Crosse is in it, Minneapolis, Duluth, almost down to Des Moines. And then your hail threat does get a little bit bigger tomorrow here. We do have a hashed area for severe hail. So, again, that can 10% or greater of 2 inch of hail or diameter within 25 miles of any given point in the middle of that. So yeah, that's the hail threat tomorrow. Yeah, the tornado threat. The tornado threat can go all the way up. I've seen it as high as 45. It goes 2, 5, 10, 15, 30, 45. I've seen it as high as 45, significant. So it's been that hashed. So, yeah, that definitely nothing, no major outbreak or anything tomorrow. Just a few tornadoes are possible here. Again, that's your tomorrow's forecast across Minnesota and western Wisconsin. So I don't see. So yeah, Eric, you're trying to look here and see. Eric, I put you probably in a marginal risk. So probably late in the evening into overnight tomorrow, you might see some wind and maybe some hail. The tornado threat doesn't look like it quite gets to you, but I still wouldn't put my guard down. But it's not going to be a very significant threat. All the significant threats can be more focused around Minneapolis, and we'll take a look at that here in the future models and stuff here in just a little bit. So, and then as we go into day 3, a severe risk completely. There's going to be general thunderstorms kind of all over the place, but the severe weather threat is pretty much gone for the day. So, or that once those storms make their way through the Minnesota and Wisconsin, then that's pretty much it for this severe threat. So we'll continue watching more as another area low pressure starts diving into the southwest. It's going to be like a bowling ball feature. That's not going to really cause anything significant. Maybe just some significant rain across the Central Plains this weekend and early next week. But yeah, this is Friday here. General thunderstorms mostly for southeast Florida, and then pretty much everywhere in the middle part of the country could see a chance of pop-up thunderstorms in the afternoon. And then back here across the desert southwest, Vegas, over towards Southern California, Los Angeles, way up into Salt Lake City. So here's everybody. I know everybody's talking about the severe or the tropical stuff here. Here is what we're looking at for the tropical systems. So the National Hurricane Center has put out 2 areas they're currently watching here. We have a 40 to 60%, which I believe is a 50%. We call that an orange. We call it by the color it is for the fruit. I don't know why. That's what they do, but so we have a orange out here over the center. This is what's left of Gordon, and it's going to kind of It's going to kind of be lifting off to the northeast. It's going to be like a fish storm, not going to impact anything. The only place I'd keep an eye on is for you, Orion, if you're still watching. Definitely keep an eye on this for some thunderstorms and stuff in the future. Here is our one we're watching down here, though. This is the lemon down here that just popped up. So we'll pull this up here and we'll show you. This is right now, they're giving it a 20% over the next 7 days of development. Obviously, still way down middle of next week. Nothing's going to form in the next 2 days. Nothing. 0% chance right now. So, but there's no, and then this one's 50% chance formation in the next 7 days, 20% in the next 2 days. This is basically just whatever's left of Gordon out over the middle of the Atlantic. It might try to reorganize a little bit, but I don't see it doing anything. It's going to kind of just stay out over the Atlantic and kind of just meander around out there. It's not going to affect us at all. Maybe just a little bit of rough waves along the East Coast, but that's pretty much about it. So, but yeah, this is dead center of the Atlantic. It's not affecting it. Really, there's no land anywhere around this one out here. This one down here, again, 7 days out, still so far. But that's pretty much basically about it. So there is, and I want to tell everybody this now, there is no tropical systems anywhere in the Atlantic right now. None. These are just areas that could develop into some stuff, but that is it. So trying to look back through the comments a little bit here. Yeah, Jay, it's still way too early to. I see your Chris is translating for you. I see that you're saying about it going into Texas. It's still too far out to tell where it's going to develop at. That's going to change like 300 more times before it even comes close to developing. So everybody along the Gulf Coast, from the Keys of Florida the whole way over to the southern part of Texas, need to stay alert. So basically, everybody. From Florida the whole way along the Gulf Coast needs to be paying attention to this storm. So nowhere is a guarantee yet, and it's just going to change 300 more times, literally 300 more times, because we're still 8 days away. So don't go get working up and saying it's going to form and move this way. We don't know. We have no. It's not even anywhere. It's not even out there yet. They're still talking about it developing. Trust me, I'm watching very close because I'm probably going to be chasing it. If it comes into the bend of Florida again or anywhere kind of along the southern Gulf Coast, I will be there. So, so that's that one here. Let me see here. If there's anything else going on? Nothing in the Pacific, Eastern Pacific at least, and nothing in the Central Pacific. So there's nothing in the Pacific right now going on. So the West Coast or Hawaii don't even have to worry right now. There's nothing going on out there. But yeah, here's the satellite. I mean, there's just some general disorganized thunderstorms down here, but overall there's nothing down here. Nothing down here at all. So I wouldn't even worry about anything yet. Keep watching for next week. That's all. Chabona, you want a tropical storm in Illinois? Keep dreaming, my friend. Keep dreaming. It's a little far up to Illinois. But yeah, you can see that there's what's left of Gordon out here. It's just all disorganized mess right now. It has a potential to develop, and then it'll kind of just go off this direction, and that's it. It'll kind of peter out there. So nothing we have to worry about with Gordon at all. There's just here's what's left kind of. Well, let me do that for you here. This is kind of what's left of that tropical depression 8, a tropical cyclone 8 that never even got named, moved into the Carolinas, caused some flooding, and just kind of went. So it didn't do much. So let me erase all this here. All right, so here we go with this. I know y'all are asking what's going on with the hurricane. Jamie's asking what the chances are of Hagerstown ever getting a tornado in the future. Never know, Jamie. You always have to be prepared, but you never know. Nothing, at least in the next week, for sure. So it's too far out. You can never predict tornadoes. They just kind of, whenever a storm happens, you just kind of sit and think it's going to come. So, but yeah, again, here we go with the model. So here is what's left of that mess. It's just rain, nothing crazy going on over here on the East Coast. Here's that big system here that's kind of a big calm ahead that's kind of causing the ruckus over here in the Dakotas, and eventually tomorrow it'll move in. You'll see it here how it moves over to the east. So, and we can always zoom in if someone wants to look and see what their area is going to look like here. So this is the GFS. This is not the latest model run. It's actually coming out right now as we speak. All right. But it's not going to go out that far. Yeah, it only goes out till Sunday. So, all right. So here we go with this. Maybe. So that bowling ball pressure kind of meanders around up there in Canada. Here's your thunderstorms for tomorrow. You'll see them here in a second. They'll start developing. Right there they are. There's your storms developing tomorrow across the Minnesota, Wisconsin area here. There they are. There's your storms tomorrow. Big storms, big clusters, isolated tornado potential if they can stay discrete. If the storms can be discrete all by themselves, the tornado potential will be higher. But until then, they're just going to cause some wind and hail. So that low pressure kind of pulls up into Canada, and that's basically about it for that storm. It'll cause some stuff going on up north, but that's pretty much it. Hi, 23XI. How are you? You got the Denny fan. Are you ready for the big race this weekend at Bristol? It's going to be a good one. There, Dean. Good catch, Pop. I want to hear bowling ball hail. Of course you do. Of course you do. So, I mean, basically for the next week, guys, it's going to be quiet here. We'll go into the weekend for you guys that want to see the weekend. There's basically the weekend. There's the middle of Saturday. There's not much going on. A couple afternoon showers and thunderstorms, trying to pop up here and there. But for the most part, everybody's going to stay quiet. Ignore this low pressure up here off the coast. That's kind of what's left of that one. It's going to kind of go and disappear. So we're going to start really watching down here in the Gulf, though. Of course, unfortunately, the ads love to pop up on here. So, and I'm not paying money to get rid of those. We're going to jump back to the 12Z because that'll be the one that shows it here. All right. So this is Wednesday morning. You can see we do have something trying to develop down here. This is next Wednesday. It's not today. Next Wednesday, the 25th. The 25th. So here comes that system. I got to keep zooming down because it's going to do that. Actually, here, we'll do this instead. Nope. Wrong one. Southeast U.S. There we go. We don't have to zoom down as much because this is pretty much where it's going to hit, somewhere in this area, I think. So this is Wednesday, moving through the day. So right now, here it comes. It's coming up Thursday. It's a 994 pressures. What this is putting it as now, it's only a tropical storm. Nothing crazy, nothing big. And then as it continues to kind of meander around up there, it will gain some strength, but I think it's going to kind of hold right around the the 980, and then Thursday night into Thursday evening into Friday morning, it will lift north. Why is this not loading anymore? Stupid thing. Kind of wants to go up and sit on the coast and just kind of just meander around. So somewhere in the Big Bend, this is where the GFS is putting it. But that's it. You know, it's not gonna. I mean, that's GFS is putting it not that big of a storm. Maybe a Cat 1 hurricane at landfall, but that's pretty much about it. The Euro wants to take it way off west. Yeah, see, it's still kind of sitting down here over the Gulf. Yeah, it wants to take it. The Euro wants to take it towards Texas. 998, and then it takes it right up into Texas. Oh, Euro doesn't go out quite out that far, but this is Saturday morning. It wants to pull it in. So again, this is why you can't listen to anybody tell you the storm's going to hit this place at this specific time, be this strong. It's still 8 days away. These are going to change. The GFS was putting it way over here on Thursday evening. The Europeans putting it way over here in Texas on Saturday morning. So, big difference. Big difference. So we don't know where it's going to be in the coming days. You just have to, anywhere from, Florida Keys the whole way. Oh my word almighty, how did that happen? Okay, that's too small. There we go. So anywhere basically along the coastline, it has to be alert for this storm. It's starting to show up. Every model is showing something there, but it's still way too far out. Way too far out to even look at and discuss. That's why we're not going to look at it too much because this is going to change. I'll write it here for you. Well, stupid freaking mouse. You're okay, Xena. You're okay, Xena. This will change. Can I help you? I'm not mad at you. You're fine. You're okay. You're okay. So, nobody, if you see anywhere on social media people saying that this storm's going to be massive, it's going to slam Florida Thursday as a Category 4 hurricane, do not listen to them. They're clickbaiting you. This will change. It could hit Tribona in Illinois, for all I know. When am I taking Stormmaster back? Who's Stormmaster? I don't know who Stormmaster is. You're talking about Grand B? We should be back out hopefully next week. We should be out looking at this hurricane wherever it is. So well, who's Stormmaster then? I don't know who Stormmaster is. Who's messaging me? I got a lot of friends who are keeping an eye on this, and they're watching every model, my model. So not Grandma, the guy. What guy? Who? Okay, Frank. Yeah, you're all good. Tribona's had it rough. Oh, Jerry, he's not allowed to pick on me. I can't pick on him. He's not allowed to pick on me. I have here Harry. What? I'm so far behind and confused with what's going on right now in the chat. Yeah, Ryan, that Gordon is out by you. Yeah, you can see here on the map. Let me get rid of this line here. Yeah, this is out by you, Gordon. Why does that keep changing? That's at least a little better. This is out by you, Orion, for sure. It's going to kind of just meander around out here and not really do much. So, well, then if you can pick on me, Trebona, I am allowed to pick on you. You know that. Trebona knows that. I'm allowed to pick on Trebona. Hi, Ed. Happy Wednesday to you, too. It is very quiet. We were just looking at that here. We were looking at the upper plains are going to get some stuff today, but that's pretty much about it. Anyone who is new joining in, though, good news. Graham B will be back out with me next week when we do go chase whatever there may be, whether it's a tropical storm or tornadoes or flooding or wildfires or whatever we chase. We will be back. Graham B will be back out with me, so I know that's going to excite a lot of people. I know people love Grandma, but Grandma will be back with me. So, I know, Zen. I know you don't freak out by the. I'm glad you don't freak out by the hurricanes. There is just so many people out there that do share these. They see one model run and they're like, oh, it's putting it in Florida as a 954 millibar, and that's a category 5 hurricane, and they're saying this is going to happen, no ifs, ands, or buts, and it's like, that's still next week. Like, a storm hasn't even come anywhere. Like, you can see, we were just showing you here, there's nothing down here. There's just nothing down there where it's supposed to be forming. So you got to ignore them. You really got to ignore those clickbaiters. They're out there looking for clickbait, basically, to get their page as follows. If I saw something concerning, I'd be telling you guys, but I don't see anything yet. I mean, even looking at all the models that I have over the last few days, I just haven't seen anything crazy. I haven't seen anything that's like, oh, this is going to be bad. They're still like I showed you. Europeans put in Texas, GFS put in Florida, so it could go anywhere in between. The only thing we do know is right now is something is there's a very good chance something could form, and it's going to be pulled north. Where that is, I don't know, but just the way the pattern's setting up, and obviously if the National Hurricane Center has put out a lemon down here in the corner. What is going on here? I'm getting all kind of Facebook notifications on this computer. I don't know why. Hi, Deborah. But yeah, so you can see here we have a lemon here over the east of the Yucatan Peninsula. And, I mean, if you guys want to read it yourself, but there's the wording. Slow development is possible through the middle of next week when it moves slowly to the north or northwest over the northwest Caribbean Sea or southeastern Gulf of Mexico. So they're talking it could go north or northwest. Most of the model ensembles are putting it towards Florida. But some models are still trying to pull it towards Texas. Some are putting it in Louisiana. Some are putting it right down in the southern part of Alabama. It's just, you don't know. It's too far out to tell with tropical storms. All I know is there's going to be some severe weather in the Central Plains today and the Northern Plains up near the Dakotas. That's all I know it's going to happen. I don't even know if those are going to happen. It's just that's how it goes sometimes with all this weather. So I'm going to head to the Yucatan to chase. Trebona, if you are going to buy me a plane ticket, then I'll be happy to go to the Yucatan. Oh, and you have to also get me my passport, too. So if you're going to pay for my passport and get me a plane ticket, I will go to the Yucatan, and I will have you come with me. We'll go chase the Yucatan Peninsula together. How about that? But other than that, I mean, you guys are seeing here the country is really quiet right now. There's not much going on. There was a water spout report. When did that come out? That just come out recently. Okay, we got a water spout report. We got a spout report. Photo report of two water spouts off Minnesota coast. Englewood webcam caught one of the water spouts in video feed. So there's a water spout report over here near Minnesota Key, Englewood, Grove City, Florida. That is just north of Cape Coral, between Cape Coral and Sarasota. So we have a confirmed water spout report. Water spouts! Water spouts! Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of chasers out today. It's just because it's not going to be a big day. Some of them are going to be out tomorrow up in, Minnesota and Wisconsin. And I couldn't make it up there. So unfortunately, that's just out of time range at this point. I'd have to drive all night long to get there, and that would not be fun. And plus, I'm finishing up dashing this week to try to get some money put away for my next car payment so I can take you guys out and we can go chase this week. So I got to make some money to pay my bills. Bill paying is not fun. It's not fun adulting. So, but I got to do it. Unfortunately, I got to do it. And Alexander said, Josh, you have to promise us you will get proper sleep on next chase, but if not, we'll take care of you. Well, thanks, Alexandra. That was just a one-time thing because I was out so early in the morning. Usually when I do chase, we sleep until like 9 o'clock and then we travel. So, I appreciate that a lot. I do. I always love you guys. I have been doing pretty good with sleeping lately, except for fire calls coming in at 6 o'clock in the morning. So, and being the daylight driver, I have to go drive, unfortunately. So, I think the Kia could make it. Yeah, the Kia's getting prepared, guys. I don't know if you saw the pictures on here, but Hailguard is going. It's not on right now, but we are measuring it up, and it's going on for the next chase. So we will have the Hailguard on. We have a new anemometer that's going on, as well as a wee cell phone booster that'll be on as well. So we're getting all kind of stuff prepared for the TIC, the Tornado Intercept Kia. So we will we'll get that and see where we end up. I'm excited to get that on. The cross rails are on. Just got to get it on. I'm probably going to get a new guard just to make it. I'm going to probably get another guard, just because to make it a little bit bigger, to cover my side windows and my rear window as well. Because the one I have now covers the windshield, the sunroof, but that is it. It's not big enough. So we'll get it worked out. It's all good. It's all good. Ramona says no tropical systems here. It's hot and sunny. I would hope it's hot and sunny. You need to send some of that hot and sunny this way. It's like 60-some degrees here today. I didn't like it. I stayed in my room all day. Probably turn into a Cat 6 and hit Montana. You never know, Zen. You never know with that. The weather's weird. It can take it and go. So Jerry wants me to get reinforcement bumper for him. Yeah, see, even Jerry, the hail guard wouldn't even protect you. Because it doesn't stick out of the back. So we need to get hail guard that protects you. It's life, Josh, hard but fun. I don't know about fun. Yep, you're right, Ed. You got to do what you got to do, right? And that's not. It is what it is. Make the money to pay the bills, and then we can go have fun later, right? That's all we can do, and that's what I'm working on. So I'm actually waiting for Instacart orders right now. So I haven't gotten any all freak. I had one earlier that wanted me to go the whole 40 miles away. I'm like, nah, sorry, but nah, not for $20. I'm good. Zen wants me to pick her up on the way. I got you, Zen. Let's go. I'll come get you. You chase me and Grandma. I know I had a couple people talking about heading down south later. So my buddy Michael that we met down there in the Georgia beach. He's going to be coming down. He wants me to really chase this tropical storm. He's like, "Oh, you need to come chase. I want to come chase with you." I'm like, "Okay." I don't even know what's going to happen yet. South Florida, yeah. If it hits South Florida, Pez, I will not be down there. Too far, and I don't want to be anywhere near Miami. No offense, but not going to be anywhere near Miami. I would like it to hit up near Perry again. I feel bad for all of them. I hope it doesn't get as bad, but at least that area I'm familiar with. Steinhatchee, Perry, that area is actually, would be not even a little further south. South of Horseshoe Beach, down towards, maybe even towards Tampa I can do, but that's it. So, no, I'm not coming a whole way to South Florida. I don't think it's going to hit South Florida. I think it's going to be up north of somewhere north of Tampa, and then maybe all the way to Texas. Hey, I can be fine if it hits near Pensacola or Mobile. That's at least a little bit closer to the plains than to chase the severe weather next week then too. So, Deborah says it's 86 degrees in North Aurora. Ooh, send that heat this way. I want some of that heat. I scored a long time ago. Adulthood is a measure of how well we handle things we don't want to. It's true, Ed. It is. That's 100% true. Yep, Pez Graham is coming on the chase. She will be on the chase. It'll be your first hurricane. It'll be my third tropical system. Yeah, it'll be my third tropical system if I do come out for it. Because we chased Ophelia last year and Debbie this year. So I just didn't get down for Francine. It was just too far. So Francine was just too far for me to get to. No, I didn't have time to get to it. So Naples, that's even a little far south for me. Yeah, no. Naples is just too far south. Too far south for me. It has to be north of Tampa for me to chase it. Yeah, Naples is over here. Yeah, no, too far. Too far south. Has to be up north. Lots of hurricanes in PA. I mean, we've had a lot of hurricane force winds in PA, but I wouldn't say like hurricanes. This year, we started off 2024 with all them big windstorms, and man, did we have some damage from them. We've had poles, now we have buildings lost their roofs, 70-mile-per-hour winds coming off, Yeah, sorry, Pez. I mean, it's anything's possible. It's still way too far out to tell where exactly it's going to go. It could go completely towards Texas, and then there would be no chance for you to go, unfortunately. That's just how it is. So, yeah, unfortunately, it can hit anywhere. The tropical storm could hit anywhere along this coastline. You just don't know where it's going to hit. So, there was actually a model even bringing it down here south of Florida and then kind of wrapping it up the coast. Pez is praying it goes Naples. Well, if it goes Naples, then PA storm trackers will not be there chasing it. So that's just too far south to get back north to get to the severe weather threat in the mid Atlantic next week, or in the Central Plains next week. So if it goes too far south, then unfortunately, no. I need to take Deb chasing with me. I'm taking you first, Trebona. I already promised you I'd take you chasing. You need to go chasing with me. I'm going to put you right in the middle of the bear's cage. Bowling ball size hail. Monster EF12 tornado. 800-mile-an-hour winds. Oh, yeah, we're going to put you through all that. Just see how you do. If you can handle all that, you can come chase with me anytime. Yeah, we'll go chasing in the Kia. Heck yeah. Let's do it. The tick. I gotta have the tick out there. But yeah, if it has to be somewhere like north of Tampa to like Houston, I would chase it. Anywhere along from Tampa to Houston, I'd go after it. If it's if it's like down near Brownsville or Corpus Christi, too far south. If it's down near Cape Coral or Naples, Florida, too far south. It's just too far south for me. Maybe it'll hit over here on the Carolina coast. We'll hit over here in Savannah or Charleston. Let's do that. I'm cool with that. That's a lot. That's a lot closer. That's a lot. That's like 2 hours closer than going to Perry. And this will be my 1,000th hurricane. Heck yeah! Party time on this 1,000th hurricane. Whoop whoop. Heck yeah! What is going on with my phone right now? Da, 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 da. Oh, shooting Aliquippa. Yay. Nothing new there. All right. Yeah. And like I said, the models are going to change like 300 more times before then. So you can't predict anything with these storms. So just too far out. Hi Tim, welcome in. Oh, Deborah, don't get zapped by lightning. Not good. You don't want to get zapped by lightning. Not fun at all. Sorry, my one friend wants to come with me on our traffic detail Saturday. Unfortunately, I told him, I said, as soon as I know times, I'll let him know when I'm picking him up. So we got our local fall festival this weekend, and there's a 5K, 10K race we have to go to traffic control for, and then the parade's right after that. Then I have to go sit at a booth and do his thing. As a Cat 10 going to Texas. I'll be in Texas. Nah, it's still too far out. Too far out to even say anything yet. I don't even know where it's going to go. There's not even clouds down in the Yucatan right now. And we just looked at that. There's not even any clouds down there in the Yucatan Peninsula. There's nothing down there. Kind of doing its thing. Nothing. Am I running the 10K? Absolutely not. I will make it about 10 feet and die. I am not running a 10K. You're nuts, Trabona. You are nuts on that. I'll have a heart attack. Ed says if we were close, he'd come run the event. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I think if it was such thing as a Cat 10, I think the entire storm chasing community will be there. Like, everybody would be down there for that. And you wouldn't be able to stream because you'd have like 2 people watching each streamer because everybody would be live streaming. You'd get nobody. I could walk. Yeah, I mean, I could walk it, but I know the path of the 10K. That's far. I can't walk from my house down to the end of the street without freaking having a hard time breathing. I'm so out of shape. That's from storm chasing. Then Hurricane Andrew back in '92 was my first. Yeah, I remember studying about Andrew. That was a rough one. That was a big one. Pez says, "Let it cook. If you respect it, it will respect you." Mark my word. Yeah, I mean you're not wrong, but it's just still too far out to tell. 117 knots. What the heck? I mean, they said something about it could be a strong hurricane. I mean, that's some words coming out of some mouths, but I don't know. I was watching Max Velocity earlier, and he said that um, he thinks it's going to be a hurricane. He just doesn't know where and when. So, still way too far. 8 days, still too far. We'll take a look at that as we get closer. We'll talk. Obviously, we'll talk about that next week when we start heading down for it. So, looking up Wednesday, Thursday, it'll be moving up in, and then Thursday or Friday it's gonna make landfall somewhere along this coastline. Somewhere. 93 blizzard was way before my time, but my parents tell me about it all the time. How it was really bad here. Oh yeah, they worked through that. That was a bad blizzard. That was a bad one. We've never had snow like that since. Yep, my parents worked through that blizzard. Everybody watching Storm chasing Mars. Mars doesn't want to come with me. I asked her. She does not want to come chase with me. It's going to be me and Graham. Mars will be here probably puppy sitting. Hi, Chrissy. Welcome in. Yeah, Gulf Coast is starting to wake up a little bit. Anyway, the whole Atlantic's starting to wake up. There's just not a whole lot right now going on, and it's kind of an interesting season because you can't have a tornado, big season with tornadoes or a big hurricane season. You just can't have both. So you get hurricanes, there's going to be no tornadoes anywhere, like in the plains or anything like that. But if you got plains tornadoes, you can't going to have hurricanes. It's just the pattern doesn't work that way, unfortunately. And that was actually a study Timmer's been looking into, and he said the same thing. He said you have to hope it. You have to have either one or the other. You can't have both. So you either want tornadoes or hurricanes. You can't have both. I mean, you can have both in a hurricane, but you're not going to have your big threat out here in the plains. You're going to be chasing tornadoes in the woods of Florida, the trees and swamps of Florida, or on the East Coast. Jerry was a senior in high school for the blizzard of '93. Yeah, my parents were working. They were young. They were working at EMS. My dad tells me all the time he slept on the back of a fire truck because they couldn't leave work. It was so bad. Trabona made so much bank during the '76 blizzard shoveling driveways. Yeah, I go out and shovel driveways for my neighbors too. I got your picture, Paz. Yeah, that's still too far out. That's still just way too far out. You have to keep watching the models, and stuff keeps trending as we get closer. Then I worry. But until then, it's just I ain't gonna believe anything says until we're 2 or 3 days out. And I think when they start seeing the clouds and they can start putting out, they can start putting out models and cones and stuff like that to predict where it's going to go. Then I'll start really watching it. Right then, yep. Because I mean, with Francine, Francine was a crazy one because they were saying it was going to be a Cat 3 at landfall, and it got like close to land, and all this dry air pumped into it, and it only kept it, barely got to a Category 2. So, like you said, Zen, you can never trust a hurricane until it hits land. Yeah, let's hope not. Has no New Orleans. Let's hope not. I don't really want to chase a tropical storm in Louisiana because it is just so low and so close to the water. Like, everything will flood. And I could do like a Eastern Texas or again another Florida Panhandle. Those weren't that bad. But I guess as they get bigger and stronger, they get a lot worse. So we'll have to see what happens. Still way too early to tell. Still way too early. We'll see. We shall see. All those notifications from Facebook. Let's take a buzz around the country here and see if we got anything going on here. We got any warnings up here near the Dakotas yet? Pop up a radar and see what we got going on up here. Nothing. Go down towards Sioux Falls here. Nothing. There ain't nothing on the radar. That says it doesn't even want to storm up there. Oh yeah, there's definitely good food in Louisiana. I could go for some good Cajun food, absolutely. Just like Tim said, though, it's all swamp. I don't want to anything flood. There's not that great of food in PA. There's really not. There's nothing special here. Sheets, that's about it. Hey, there's Papa Brinker checking in. He'll tell you all the stories about the blizzard of '93. Hey, man, Mama Brinker. Montana got storms yesterday, Tim. That was yesterday they got the storms. Today it's going to be in the eastern Dakotas. And then tomorrow around Minneapolis in the western Wisconsin. So yeah, today it's over here. Fargo, Grand Forks, down into Sioux Falls. Maybe extreme, like near right around Sioux City, maybe, but that's about as far south as it's going to go. Norfolk, Nebraska, that's about it. And like I said, tomorrow, Minneapolis, over towards Eau Claire, right along the Interstate 94 corridor. I'm getting used to that road a lot, too. I've been driving that road a lot, too, just like I'm in Iowa all the time. Iowa's a little crazy. I've been there so much. I get so used to it. Other thing, too, while I'm on here, and I know we're discussing weather, but still working on the meet and greet next year. I know my parents were discussing that over the last few days. So, yeah, there's that big meet and greet coming up next year that I'm working on. Just need to get approval through the fire department where I'm a fireman at. And as soon as they give approval and we confirm the date, it'll be up and I'll be starting to message chasers. But I have a lot of chasers interested in some pretty big names. Not the huge names yet, but some pretty big names that are interested in coming. Just have to give them the date so they can plan. But I know Ruthie yesterday said about a dunk tank, so maybe going to work on that. Maybe going to get that. That'd be really cool to see some chasers in a dunk tank to raise some money for the fire department. That'd be really cool. Well, here comes Grumpy Mouth Finn. Hi, Brad. Welcome in from PA. Yep, we're here in PA too. Kind of a quiet day in PA here. Let's pull up the radar here in the middle of the state so we can see what's going on in PA. Not much. Some showers up by Scranton, Allentown. Some showers down here near Hagerstown right now. As Jamie's still in Hagerstown, Maryland, still getting some rain showers there. Nice area rain showers up here near Clearfield. And then up near Erie. That's pretty much about it. There's not much going on. A couple little sprinkles here and there around Harrisburg and then up north near St. Mary's. Yeah, PA's pretty quiet today. There's not much going on. We need rain in Southwest PA like that. That's the other thing too. I'll pull up real quick here and show you guys what we were looking at here. So the drought is still getting worse here in PA. This is where right close to where we live here in Southwest PA here. There's severe drought going on, moderate to severe drought in the mountains, Somerset County, Greene, Washington County. And I know Jerry's watching in from Ohio. Jerry is in exceptional drought right here along the Interstate 77 corridor. Yeah, there's exceptional drought. A lot of southeast Ohio either under extreme or exceptional drought. So we need rain like bad. Like bad. Yeah, Tim, you're in southern Michigan. Here, let's take a look at your drought here. Not a whole lot of drought in Michigan, surprisingly. Not compared to what it is over here. Are you going to be in the drought tank? Yeah, I'll get the dunk tank I'll get in there to raise some money for the fire department. Heck yeah. You guys all come to dunk me. I'll get the dunk tank. Absolutely. How is California not in a drought? That's a good question. I don't know how Southern California is not in a drought, because at that time of the year they start getting into a drought. Yeah, you got a little bit of moderate drought, maybe a little tiny sliver of severe over here in San Bernardino County. But yeah, Riverside and Imperial has some moderate drought. Down around LA, though, there's not much for drought. And then there's a little bit up here in Modoc and Laysan counties, a little bit of moderate drought. But that's it. A lot of, it's just abnormally dry. Like, oh, it's a little dry, but it's not bad. So it's wild right now. There hasn't been a whole lot of Chrissy. Oh yeah, Chrissy, Tennessee. Let's take a look at Tennessee here. Yeah, Tennessee has some drought. Absolutely. Yeah, your eastern part has a little bit of abnormal and moderate. There's a little bit of severe, just west of Knoxville, and then over west of Nashville does have some extreme drought. Just a little bit, but not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. I don't ever remember seeing the extreme or the exceptional drought here in Ohio and West Virginia. Here's West Virginia. Most of the state is extreme drought. I've never seen West Virginia extreme. The whole state's under a drought. The whole state. There's a little bit of abnormal drought in the southern part, but mostly moderate, severe, extreme, and even exceptional drought here in West Virginia. And that doesn't happen too often. So, they know West Virginia needs the rain like bad. And the new drought monitor comes out tomorrow morning at 8:30. So just type in on Google drought monitor, and at 8:30 a.m. Thursday morning, every Thursday it updates, and you'll be able to see what your drought is like. So obviously all that's going to change. We haven't had, today was the only chance of rain. I think it drizzled, but that was it. That's not going to do anything. It's another week of dry coming. Not going to be good. Yeah, right over there, Bean. Oh, you're just tired. You yawning, huh? Jerry says my basement and my yard are the same, bone dry. Yeah, it's pretty dry out there. Chrissy's in Rowan County. Let's take a look here. Let me go back and look here for you here. I feel like it's in the eastern part somewhere. There's Rhea. There's Rowan. Sometimes it pulls up. So yeah, Chrissy, your county's borderline between moderate and severe drought right now. So moderate and severe drought in your county. Like the eastern side's in moderate and the western side is severe. So it's pretty dry. Tribona, what's Tribona? What's Illinois look like? Illinois I know sometimes has their droughts. Illinois is pretty good. There you go, Tribona, that's for you. Yeah, there's a little bit of moderate drought and abnormally dry, but nothing bad. Illinois looks pretty decent. The states that look good in the country that don't really need much rain, Texas looks pretty good, except for the very western part near like El Paso. That's still pretty dry over there. Florida, actually, for you, Zen, Florida is pretty good, except for the Panhandle. So yeah, there's Florida for you. It doesn't look too bad. Right, cornbread. Right, exactly. Yeah. So if we get a ton of rain at once, like we get 2-3 inches of rain, that doesn't help our drought. It just, like you said, it's so dry it just runs off and flooding. Yep. Right. So yeah, you have to have a couple days of like the 1-2 inch soaking rains per day. So like a tropical system coming in wouldn't be a bad thing here in PA. It would actually help out a lot. But we haven't had anything. If they literally get up here and they kind of just dry up and go away. Put rubber ducks in the tank. We can do that, Zen. We can absolutely do that. Yeah. And I see Tremendous said something about pudding. I don't know if I want to get into a dump tank of pudding. It'd be sticky. But yeah, pretty much you see the whole country here. I mean, Alaska looks good. Hawaii looks pretty good. The more of the Northeast looks good, like Maine, New York. New York, there's no drought in New York. Most of the Dakotas are okay. Florida, North Carolina, Louisiana. Louisiana is pretty good because obviously with Francine that just came through, that was able to knock some of that drought down. And with North Carolina, even with this week with the rain coming in from that storm that just moved through, that's not too bad for them either. But yeah, like your West Coast isn't that bad at all. I mean, you got some extreme, exceptional drought up here in Montana, but that's basically it. Like everywhere else isn't too bad. The worst of the drought in the entire country, actually, right now, is West Virginia and Southeast Ohio. Surprisingly, out of all places, we don't get drought like that around here. And they said this is one of the driest spells we've been. So, like I said, we get a little bit of rain, and that doesn't say, oh, we're dry every single day for a period of time, but we're still not receiving very much accumulation of rain with that sun coming out, being warm. It's drying everything up super quick, and they're talking about putting a burn ban in our township, and we've never had a burn ban that I can ever remember. In 12 years of fire department, we never put a burn ban in, ever. And our township is one of the townships you can burn whatever you want, whenever you want. It could be you can burn something in the middle, you can burn your house down as long as you don't claim it on insurance. And we don't want you to do that, for sure, but you can do whatever you want, and you can burn whatever you want. Tires, couches, you can burn it in the township. We don't care. But with the drought going on, it's kind of at the point of we have to put a burn ban in place so we don't keep getting brush fires until we get some rain. Right, Tim, that's what I said too. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the highest drought areas in the whole country. I mean, western Texas, you got a couple spots here and there from northern Mississippi, central Tennessee, Oklahoma, with Wyoming. But then you got, your areas of exceptional drought is Montana, western Texas, and Ohio and West Virginia. I mean, again, we'll go back to Ohio here and look. I mean, there's still a lot of area that's exceptional drought, right along the river, right along the 77 corridor, and then out just south, Pickaway County and down here in Ross County and Highland County. But yeah, Noble and Belmont, Harrison, Guernsey County, and this is Morgan County. Almost all of Morgan County is under exceptional drought. Same with Athens County, But all these counties are all under at least extreme. You don't want to see that ever. And I have a lot of farmer friends that are struggling right now. They have no water. Their pits are dry. They can't get water for their livestock. They can't. Their crops are dying. They can't do anything. They're struggling really bad right now. I'm actually seeing creeks dry up and ponds dry up, and that's not good. We need some rain bad. Bad. We throwing Trebona and Icy? Okay. Trebona needs an Icy. It must be too hot out there for him. I'll throw you a Coke. You want a Coke, Trebona? I do have farmer friends. Yes, I do. Southwest says Fayette is his county. Where is Fayette County? There's Fayette right there. So Fayette County, yeah, you're most of your county's extreme drought, or severe to extreme drought, and very little bit of eastern of it's exceptional. So it's pretty dry over there. So yeah, that's I can't look at towns, but I can look at counties. So yeah, there's Fayette County right there. So yeah, Fayette. So you can look at the screen here. I highlighted Fayette County for you, so you can look. Pretty dry stuff. Wendy's. Nope, McDonald's tonight. It's McDonald's kind of night. Jared needs some rain. Yeah, I know, Jared, right? The rain's bad. We need rain bad, especially here in Southwest PA. Any state would be in drought stages, let alone extreme drought. So yeah, Tim, it hasn't been that bad here. We've had the storms and the tornadoes and stuff in Western PA, but it's still bad here. You know, we didn't get the rain portion of it. Surprised Josh hasn't drought chased yet. I don't know what there is to drought chase. I can go out and show you how dry the fields are. That's about it. That's all there really is. Trees are starting to fall around here because it has been so dry. But yeah, no, there's nothing much about it. Yep, Southwest. Yep. So yeah, you're in D3 right now. Eastern part of your county's little bit of D4, but that's as high as it goes. So, and like I said, tomorrow morning, 8:30 every Thursday, the new drought monitor updates. Every Thursday at 8:30, the new drought monitor updates. So this will update in the morning at 8:30 a.m. and we'll be able to tell how the drought got, if it got worse or better. I unfortunately feel like it has gotten worse for all this area because where we haven't had the rain. So yeah, there's been no storms to chase, Tim. Yeah, I mean, next week there's going to be some out in the plains, like out in the Iowa and Nebraska, Kansas. But yeah, no, that's still a little far out for you. So, all right, guys, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. I gotta go let the doggos out. Zena wants to go outside. You want to go outside? Do you? You're bouncing. Yeah, Pez. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what exceptional is, but it's getting bad around here. So. Yes, Trabona, I am wearing shorts. Yes. I'm not like you and don't wear pants. Of course, now she's out there yelling at the neighbor dog. Nina, I like to go out to get a bath and not come out the park. Oh, yeah. Trabona has shorts on. Yeah, I think the drought, like I said, the drought monitor is supposed to update tomorrow, and I think it's going to get worse for this area. We've had a ton of brush fires. We've been busy running brush fires at our fire department, so. So, yeah. Pennsylvania back up here. Puppies will tell us the weather. Yeah. My dogs don't tell me the weather. Well, Finn does. He tells me it's hot. That's about all he tells me. Huh. When he's panting like crazy and hiding in the bathroom, sleeping on a vent. Tim, I don't think the eclipse was that great last night. I think it was just like the very top of the moon was covered for a little bit, then it kind of came back. So I didn't go out for it. I stayed home. Like I said, I've been resting and getting some things done and ready for the chase next week. So, but yeah, here's our drought in southwestern Pennsylvania. You know, it's just pretty much. I mean, look at the rest of the state. No drought anywhere except maybe over here in Bucks County and in Montgomery County, and then down here in the southern part of Chester and Lancaster County. But for the most part, up here along Interstate 80, and then the worst of it's down here in southwestern PA. It kind of really cuts off once you go through Bedford and over into Fulton County, and then eventually into Franklin. So it's a little far out. So, the ducks can tell us the weather. Yes, the ducks can tell us the weather. I haven't seen any ducks because it's been so dry here. They don't want to come out. Too warm. Too warm for them. Yeah, West Virginia's been the craziest state, though. I mean, look at that. The whole state is basically in extreme drought. With a lot of it being in exceptional drought. Calhoun County and Rowan County, Jackson, Wirt, Mason, Putnam, and eventually down a little bit over here into Cabell, and a little bit down here into Clay and Braxton. So that's where your exceptional drought is in West Virginia. And the crazy thing is, like I said, we've been so busy running brush fires and that here. And it's just been, I'm looking at the fields. We were walking the field the other day, and it was just crunch, crunch, crunch. I'm like, oh, this is not good. And it's been windy every day. Like, it looks like it's going to storm with the wind. It feels like it's going to storm with the wind, but it's just the wind is blowing so heavy and catches everything on fire. So we didn't have a brush fire today because the humidity was up. But I know tomorrow they said it's supposed to go back down. Let me see here. What my local forecast is, what it says tomorrow. 79 and sunny tomorrow. Partly sunny morning, then clearing, patchy fog in the morning. And then next chance rain next Tuesday. So we're going to get about 5 days dry again. And then looks to be rain next week, but only 30% chance. Humidity is 88%. We need that down to be in the 30s. We want, the real dry weather. Winds calm. Yep, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday are all moderate risks for brush fire, or for risk of, wildfires. And Sunday's a high risk for wildfires here, so can't wait. Sent at the fire station in the next 3 days. No ducks around here either, even when out fishing, just geese. Yeah, the ducks don't want to be anywhere near where it's not dry. They hate that. Tribune says, I got ice cream today, it will rain. Maybe it will rain for you. Don't know about here. Today was supposed to be our chance of rain this week, and it drizzled for like 30 seconds and then quit. And it hasn't rained since. I mean, there's the radar. Actually, I'll even pull up the Pittsburgh radar. It looks a little better, closer to home here. There's no rain over Western PA anywhere. How's West Virginia looking? I know they got a little bit of rain. Oh, they're getting some more rain down in West Virginia. Down around Charleston, Glenville, Spencer, towards Chillicothe, Ohio, and then down into the mountains near Snowshoe and Marlinton. We camped down near Marlinton. We used to camp down near Marlinton. There's some rain then over towards Davie, over near Stanton, Virginia. See, where is Davey at today? He's not on. Not one calm fire. Always brush fires, not one comb fire. Oh, you're funny, Trebona. I had to think for a second here. My brain just does not want to function the last few days at all. Yeah, we're hoping for some rain, but so for the most part, I mean, southeastern Virginia is getting some rain right now, down southeast at Richmond, but that's pretty much about it. Oh, more water spouts down near Florida. Zen, what are you doing down there with water spouts? Storm spotter at the Daytona Beach Airport reported a funnel cloud extending from a wall cloud to the east of the airport. Oh boy, water spouts down there in Daytona. That's such a nice area. I need to get back down to Daytona. I like Daytona Beach. We got a severe thunderstorm warning way down here. Tornado possible. Uh-oh. Near Deerfield Beach. Highland Beach, Boca Raton, Boca Del Mar, Boca Point, Hillsborough Ranches, Mission Bay, Hamptons of Boca Raton, Hillsborough Beach, and then waterspouts possible all the way up and down the coast. So why are we not chasing water spouts? Well, if there was water spouts close to here, I'd be out chasing them. Unfortunately, there's just no water spouts near home. They're all in Florida right now because the winds aren't coming out of the north. You need the northerly cool winds coming over those warm waters, and it's just not happening here. It's a nice little cell. Let's take a look at this cell real quick while we're on here. A little bit of rotation right there, near Deerfield Beach. Yeah, near Deerfield Beach, a little bit of rotation. Huh. Let's go up here and check out this one here. There's some rotation there. Near Ponce Inlet and Port Orange, south of Daytona Beach, there's some rotation. Huh. Interesting. Oh, you're just kidding. Oh, we can go, Tim. I mean, I just gotta get on an airplane. I might not make it there in time, though. I do like flying in and out of Orlando. That was a nice airport. That was a pretty nice airport. I agree with you. I wish I could chase down there. Nothing going on up here in the Dakotas still. You know, we're still waiting for the severe weather threat up there. I mean, I don't know what time it's supposed to be kicking off, but it's supposed to be kind of down in here. So I don't know when and where it's going to kick off or what. There's some stuff going on up here in Canada. I hope there's a tornado warning in Canada. Oh, boy. Look to be in southeast Saskatchewan. Tim doesn't fly. I got you, Tim. You're good, Tim. Why isn't there a PA Storm Trackers camp out? What? Oh, we're doing the meet and greet, Trebona. Are you coming to the meet and greet next year? You better be there. Especially if I'm going to be in the dunk tank. I want to see a Trebona there. Trebona's going to be the first one in line. I know it. Christy said she flew out of Stanford in Florida. Where's Stanford at? Is that down near Miami or Tampa or where's I don't know where Stanford is. Oh, I'm clicking on things here. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, Canada. It's that season, time of season for Canada to be kicking off. August, September's Canada season. Yeah, here's a tornado warning up here in near Broadview, Saskatchewan, Canada. Environmental Canada meteorologists track this fifth thunderstorm that is possibly producing a tornado, damaging winds, large hail, and locally intense rainfall possible. Storm spotters have reported a tornado northeast of Langbank. The tornado is moving towards the northwest at roughly 20 kilometers per hour. Northwest? That's a way tornadoes don't go. They don't usually go northwest. That's a very weird. Yeah, Sasquatchewan. Yeah, right. That's probably why. Okay, Chrissy. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't know that airport. That's why I was a little confused. Yeah, I fly in and out of Orlando International, but that's because that's the only airport Pittsburgh goes out of. Actually, back then I flew out of Latrobe, which is only like 15, 20 minutes from me. Small airport, but it goes to Goes to Myrtle Beach and Orlando right now. So I'm nowhere close to that place. LOL, I'm in Polk County right in the middle. Okay, Zen, you're in Polk County, right in the dang middle. Right in the dang middle. That's good, at least. Yeah, you don't get too much there going on then. Oh, they have a tornado in the Ponce Inlet now? Really? They do! Look at that! You're looking at that. Oh. Probably this here, maybe? There's like 3 areas of rotation there, guys. Here, we got an area of rotation here, got an area of rotation here, and got an area of rotation here. So 3 areas of rotation on this storm. Thank you, Cornbread, for pointing that out. Appreciate it. So yes, we do have a tornado warning in Florida now. This is produced 27 miles northeast of Lake Helen, moving southeast at 15. So I'm guessing Lake Helen's probably up here. I'm betting it's this one here. It could be this one here too. One of these two is where they're watching. Let's see here. Nothing on the correlation coefficient, so no debris being picked up, so it's not currently on the ground. Yeah, it's probably this one here, I'm betting. That rotation's not that strong. It's really not that tight or strong, so. Ed says his least favorite airports in the U.S. are Detroit, Atlanta, San Diego, and Cleveland. I never flew out of any. I flew out of Cleveland when I was young, but I haven't flew out of any other ones. Not a fire call. It's just a message coming through, probably about our event this weekend. I text my chief and tell him I'm good for the bike or for the 10K. Knoxville's nice. I haven't been to Knoxville before. Never been to Knoxville. Rotation's definitely starting to tighten down here near Samsula Spruce Creek right now. So, active tornado warning in Florida. Florida's doing Florida things, as always. Way to go, Florida. That's for Volusia County in Florida. I have been to Volusia County multiple times. And then the only other thunderstorm warning in the country is for Broward and Palm Beach counties down in southern Florida. A couple flood warnings, all in Virginia. And then obviously a bunch of special marine warnings. A couple of them for water spouts possible. So, nothing too crazy right now. Kind of peaceful. We'll keep an eye on it. Josh in a 10K. Told you I'm not running a 10K. I gotta go do traffic control for the 10K so other people don't get run over. I can't even do a 1K and I'll fall over and die. I can't even do half a K. I'm just not good. Take it you were using Radar Omega. No, this is Radar Scope. This is Radar Scope we are using here. Radar Omega won't download on my computer for some reason. I don't know why it won't download, but this is Radar Scope. Water spouts warning. Yeah, there's definitely some water spout warnings down there in Florida right now. Wish there was some up here on Lake Erie. We'd be up chasing them, but there's nothing going on Lake Erie. I mean, look at the Cleveland radar. That's the velocity. Yeah, nothing going on in the lakes at all. Half a K, maybe. Yeah, right? How about Special K? My favorite cereal. A 0.1K. Yeah, I can do a 0.1K, maybe. I'll probably still fall over from that. Brian's going to send out a group text. Cool. Probably so we know where to go set up. Got to go do traffic duty so the people running the 10K don't get run over. Couple more special marine warnings got added for wind north of Daytona Beach going on over the water here. Let's take a look at that radar down here. Oh my, way too far in. That's a nice little cell. Got your little notches. You got a little notch here and a little notch here. That'd be where it would be. If anything, it'd be a little brief spin up tornado. Nothing crazy. Back it out a little bit here. We'll put that in motion. Let's see what it's doing here. Kind of just sliding off to the side. It was better looking just a little bit ago, right back in here on that first scan. Back in here is where it was looking good. So I bet the tornado potential is dying off. It was that one quick scan. That was it. All right, Chrissy. Thanks for stopping in. We'll see you on the next one. Keep an eye open for videos later next week for the chase. Me and Grandma B will be back out chasing. Hopefully a tropical storm or hurricane in Florida. And then the stuff in the Midwest later on. So, yeah, hopefully come back for me and Grandma B. This will be Grandma's last chase. She told me that she's not going to be able to probably do any more just because she can't do it much anymore. But heard your mom in background. Pizza rolls are done. What? And no, never heard anything about pizza rolls. Smoke too much to run anymore. I feel that, Zen. I do feel that. Hi, Login. How are you? Or Login. Yep, Login. That's it. I was going to say Logan, but that's not right. Keith, do I like pork rinds? No. Yeah. My dad loves them. Papa Brinker loves pork rinds, but I do not. Nope. Oh, if you come this way, just wave to me in East Tennessee. We'll probably be passing through, Chrissy, on the way. If the stuff, especially if it goes down towards like Louisiana or Mississippi, will be coming through Tennessee. So we'll definitely make sure we wave coming through. I got to get Grandma to stop at a Buc-ee's. That's what we need to do. We'll get Grandma to go to a Buc-ee's. Yeah, I can't do a 10K. Not even close. Nope. Like Chris said, a 0.1K, maybe. Let's see here. Keep watching this tornado warning and see if it does anything else. Yeah, it looks to me like it's dying. Like it's not going to produce a tornado now at this point in time. Yeah, that first scan, the rotation was real strong right here, but it's obviously has died now, so it's not great anymore. It was nice while it lasted, though. Good call, though, Cornbread and RG5. Thank you for telling me about that. Appreciate it. I do appreciate it. We're going to keep an eye on the Dakotas up here, because I know that's the next threat for severe weather, if anything does for them. Tremona, yes, Buc-ee's chasing. Grandma has not been to a Buc-ee's yet, and I think she's going to be highly surprised how busy and crazy Buc-ee's is. I need me a brisket sandwich. Last time I went there, me and Davey stopped there, they weren't ready yet. It was like 11 o'clock. I'm like, what? It's lunchtime. Hello, Central Illinois EAS and more. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. Did you ever check what I sent you in your message requests? Was it on Facebook, Chris? I'll have to look. You know what, Chris? For some reason, it came through. It came in as spam. That's why I didn't get it. What the heck? I'll listen to it though. No, I just got it now. I'll have to listen to it here in a little bit. Yeah, for some reason it came through spam. Why? I don't know why it would it come through spam. That's weird. Yeah, I think they are starting to merge a little bit. My mouse will zoom in. Thank you, mouse. Yeah, I think you're right, Logan. I think you are very much right. They're starting to do the merge. Which, keep an eye on this southern storm. Okay, so when storms merge like that, good, nice big cells like that merge, they do tend to push a little bit more energy out and could produce a tornado. So I would be watching this southern cell here, particularly this little bit of a hook trying to form. So keep an eye on that. We might see if that goes tornado warning eventually here. Let's see if there's any rotation on that. There's a little bit of rotation on that southern part there, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit of rotation. So we'll keep an eye on that one, heading for Edgewater and Oak Hill. We'll keep an eye on that. So yeah, they can definitely produce. They can definitely get a tornado when they merge like that. That's why I always watch for the merger. Finn, no. Come here, Finn. Come here. Finn, no. Finn, no. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Finn. You're allowed to walk. It's okay. If I give you a French fry, will you stop barking? Sorry, everybody. Somebody's walking down the street. Finn doesn't like it, so like he'll literally just be laying around and he'll hear somebody walking up the street. Yeah, he's a good dog. He's being guard dog, but nobody was on the property. It's just somebody's walking down our. We live in a neighborhood, and someone's walking down our street. He's like, "No, you're not allowed to walk in front of my house, huh?" Good boy, Fanny Boo. That's okay, Rob. He's a good boy. Here, Fanny Boo. Come up here. Come up here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Finn. No? Okay. Zena will come up here. Good puppy. Good girl. So we'll keep an eye on these here for a minute here. These two cells. Okay, so they did update the tornado warning. Okay, yeah, it's going to continue sliding off here. These storms are starting to merge now. So I wouldn't be worried about this northern one anymore. I would be watching this southern one down here towards Oak Hill with that merger that could produce a tornado eventually. Could, now. Yep, constructive or deconstructive and cells merge. Absolutely. Absolutely. Still too far from Zen. Yeah, it's a little further east from you, Zen. Yeah, it's fine, Central Illinois, as long as there are tornado warnings. Yeah, only tornado warnings is what we're really mainly concerned of. We're not too worried about flood warnings or anything right now, because it's nothing spectacular. Just tornado warnings. It's the only one that's like going on right now, so we'll keep an eye on it here for a few minutes. What? What? Finn's just sitting here looking at me. What are you doing, Finn? What are you doing, huh? What are you doing? You being a good boy? Okay. Yeah, that's fine, Central. That's fine. I don't see any severe thunderstorm warnings right now, but yeah, that's fine. Yeah, just severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings. That's it. And we'll go check on them then if something comes in. But I don't think anything else is going to be coming in with these storms. Trebona says only duck warnings. No, that's what you need to do, Trebona. You need to put out the duck warnings when you see ducks flying around. There ain't no ducks anywhere near here, that's for sure. However, looks like a really nice sunset outside, so. I was not out for the partial lunar eclipse. My dad and my sister were out for the partial lunar eclipse. So they were able to see a little bit of it. I was home resting. Central Illinois, we go live pretty often. Most of the time we're out chasing. We're not sitting here live on the computer like I am now showing right now. We're actually out chasing the storms. So next week we'll be back out again. It'll be me and Grandma B. Everyone loves Grandma B. We'll be back out. We're going to go chase the tropical storm down in Florida, if that's where it ends up. It might end up somewhere else. I don't know. Most places are saying it's Florida, but it could end up anywhere on the Gulf Coast. And then eventually the severe weather threat's supposed to pick back up in the central plains like Nebraska, Kansas. So we'll have to see how that goes. So we'll be watching all storms. We'll definitely be out chasing next week again. So yeah, we do go live when we chase. We actually, if anyone who is new here, check back a few live videos ago. We actually caught some really nice stuff out in South Dakota. We actually had a really beautiful tornado out in South Dakota. New severe thunderstorm warning in Kansas. Let's take a look at that. Oh, nice big hail core on that. Look at that. All right. This is for, looks to be southern Kansas. Little supercell. Who's out there on it? Robert Bennett says, I want to go chase that. All right, let's see here. We got a severe thunderstorm located near Buttermilk, moving east at 20 miles per hour. Has quarter-size hail, which I think there might be the hail. There's a lot of hail in that. It's a pretty big hail core. This is for central Comanche County in central Kansas. And it's until 7 o'clock Central Time. So nice big hail core on that. We'll have to keep an eye on that as that moves off to the east. Okay, Trebona, you have fun. Be safe. I did see that picture you posted, Tim. That was pretty crazy. Pretty wicked looking sky, that's for sure. Yep, like Ed said, Mound City, South Dakota. We thought that was a good storm. Yeah, Logan. Yeah, we're going to be out. We're monitoring the Gulf, and if it looks to be good, if it looks to be a good storm in the Gulf, we will go chase it. We will chase it here. New severe thunderstorm warning for Florida as well. They extended that the tornado warning they're probably going to allow expire. That's a severe thunderstorm warning now for Florida. This is for east central Volusia County until 8:15 Eastern Time. Severe thunderstorm located near Edgewater, moving east at 15 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and a tornado could be possible in this storm. So anybody right along that coast, New Smyrna Beach, Edgewater, and Oak Hill, be in a safe place for sure. Get off the beach. Definitely could get a little wild down there. So no, sorry, Central. All the mod positions are full at this time. They're all full at this time. I appreciate you assisting with the alerts. Usually we have other mods that are on and taking care of that, but tonight they're unable to be on. So I'm just clearing out my notifications on my phone here. Yeah, we'll be chasing the tropics. If the tropics get going, we'll be out chasing those. So if you guys look back in the community section of the channel, anybody who is new, I put pictures up the other day, yesterday of my Tornado Intercept Kia, or the Tick. I put a hail guard. Just finished putting a hail guard on it, so it will be on for the next big chase. So, like I said, Central, all the mod positions are full. We are no longer accepting any mods at this time. Yeah, right, Tim. I'm so excited for the with the hail guard. That's gonna be so cool. We got a new anemometer as well to put on the roof, and we also have a new Wii cell phone booster as well to boost the signal for us to chase. So, and I'm excited. My car is getting more and more prepared. We're actually probably going to be talking to a local manufacturing company, local welding company. We're gonna try to get them to build us a new hail guard for my Kia to make the hail guard bigger, so it covers my side windows and my rear window as well. Because the one I currently have that I got off of Chris Hall, thank you to Chris, awesome working with him to get that hail guard. His covered a Dodge Charger. My car is just a little bit bigger than that, so it's not gonna cover everything. It covers just the windshield and the roof right now, but that's all it covers. It doesn't cover the back window or the side windows. I need those covered. So we're excited for that. That's a big step into getting. We're still not gonna drive right into hail quarters because of the big hail and stuff. That just destroys the crap out of my car. But it allows us to get a little bit closer. That if hail does start falling, okay, I don't have to worry as much. But I'm not still going to drive right into a hail core. That's still not going to be the main goal. Hey, South Dakota stuff, man. When we were out there near Mountain City here, I'll show you guys. We were out here near Mountain City. Where is Mountain City? Central South Dakota. Right there. We were out here near Mountain City for that storm about 2 weeks ago now. Maybe 2 to 3 weeks. That was the end of August. We were able to get really close to that tornado. That was really cool. And no hail fell, which was nice until the end, and then we kind of had to drive through to get out of it, but it wasn't that big, thankfully. So, does Kia have body armor or not yet? No body armor yet. I'm just probably gonna get it, that Rhino liner on there. If anybody's seen Beating Barry with Keystone Prime chasing, he has rhino lining armor on his car, which is probably what I'm going to get. It's not like heavy metal or anything, but it still protects it. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing eventually too. Logan likes watching Reed. I've met Reed a couple times. I talk to Reed pretty often. He's a good guy. Chased with him a few times. So we'll have to see if we can maybe meet up with him again. He's talking about the hurricane, so we'll see what happens. Definitely something to keep an eye on. Okay, Tim. Yeah, no, not yet. Right, one thing at a time right now, unfortunately. I'd love to just get everything done and put on the car, but it's taken a while to get everything done. I have to get an inverter put in my car still for the computer, and then finish putting my light package in as well. Not only for the storm chasing, but for the fire department. So once I get all that put in, then I will be definitely good to go, and I'll be happy. So, coastal flood warnings to National Service. Okay, yeah, we're not too worried about the coastal flood warnings because those are all kind of all over the place right now. Here, like we have some flash flood warnings near Richmond, but they're not doing much of anything right now. I think the rain's kind of dying off down there anyway. So the tornado warnings have all expired, which is good. We do have a Discord. Hold on, let me find the link here. Hold on. Hi, Bean. Bye, Bean. Nope, wrong one. I'm gonna put a link in the chat here. For the Nope. That's not it. Stand by. Stand by. I'm going to put a link in the chat here for the Discord for anyone who is interested in the Discord channel. Prices are just too. Come on. Okay, there's the link to the Discord. It's run by my sister, but you get the point. We have a good time in there. There's other things. We talk about pets, talk about hobbies, we talk about all kind of things in there. So, and then just the storm stuff. There's announcements in there we put out. And then anybody else does, anybody else who is new here as well, we are streamed very often on Evan Freiberger and Max Velocity as well. So when we are out chasing, we do get streamed on their channels often. So we really appreciate both of them for streaming us and sharing us with their followers, and that gets us a lot of awesome followers. We've gotten some raids from them. We've got raids from I forget who else we got a raid from. Another storm chasing group who they cover a lot. I forget. Ghosty's here. Have no fear. Ghosty is here. Ghosty is one of our awesome mods who is from New Zealand. She's always making sure we're behaving. And by making sure we are behaving, she's making sure I'm behaving. Ain't that right, Ghosty? We were just talking about putting me in a dunk tank for next year's meet and greet, so. Sweet Central. Yep, you can, we have a lot of awesome people in there, and you can chat with all of us there. Stormrunner Media. Thank you, Ghosty. That's who it was. Thank you. Yes, Stormrunner Media gave us that raid that night. We were in Illinois chasing. Yes, that's right. Thank you. I could not. My brain just doesn't want to function today. Like, I'm just like, ugh. And I've been resting like every day. Like, other than trying to make some money, I've been trying to rest, and it's just not working. My brain is just. Maybe I shouldn't chase next week. It's too rough right now. My brain hurts. So. And we're on all social media accounts too, guys. Make sure your friend requested. Okay, cool. I'll have to check into that. Ghosty, can you share our link tree as well for everybody? Because we have some new people checking in here with us. If you could share, that'd be great. I do really appreciate it. Yep, DL and Garrett. Yep, that's right, DL and Garrett. Yeah, I've actually invited DL. I don't think I follow Garrett, but I invited DL to our meet and greet next year. I have not heard back from him, so I'd like for them to come up as well. Getting some big names interested in our meet and greet next year, guys and gals. So anyone who wants to come for our meet and greet, has not been officially approved yet, and no date has been set, but looking for July of 2025 for big meet and greet with a bunch of storm chasers, supporting a local volunteer fire department, my fire department, making them some money, and got a lot of big names interested. Not some of the big super names, like I haven't heard from Reed or anybody like that, but I have some big names interested that do chase very often. So I think once I get them a date, they will probably put it in their calendar. And a lot of them said about weather pending. The couple people I did talk to said about, it depends on what the weather is that time, that time they're going to try to come. I said, that'd be cool. I'm going to try to get them confirmed beforehand, like by at least end of April, beginning of May. So TK and RS. TK and RS. I don't know abbreviations real well, Ghosty. I'm sorry. My brain doesn't want to think. You have to help me out, Ghosty. I don't know. And thank you for posting that link. Yeah, check out the link tree, everybody, as well, that Ghosty shared. That takes you to all of our donation pages as well as our other social media accounts. We're on X, we're on Facebook, Instagram. But we also, it also takes you to our other channels, our Binks Adventures that we do kind of just like travel stuff with. And then we are Fay West Paranormal. We also do paranormal investigating as well. So it's pretty interesting. So we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning in Texas. Let's check out this one in Texas. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning in Texas near Lipscomb and Follett. This is for northeastern Lipscomb County in the Panhandle of Texas. Till 7:30 Central Time, 4 miles northeast of Lipscomb, moving northeast of 20, 60 mile per hour and quarter size hail are possible with this storm. So nice little storm there. The very northeastern corner of Texas. I've actually spent some time in Perryton and Canadian as well, chasing storms up there. The Perryton storm last year was pretty big. It's actually where I met Reed for the first time, in Perryton, Texas. Probably just about south of town, so just outside of Perryton here is where we met Reed. Tyler, Kurt, Ryan Short, Jim Hobbleham, they have all been tagged in the post. I have not heard from any of them. So, so they were invited. I have not heard from any of them yet. So, it's still too early. I get it. There's no date or anything, but once we get closer to the event and I get a date confirmed, I think more people will be in, especially now that it's benefiting a fire department. So make sure you mark your calendars. You want to come out, meet PA storm trackers in person, plus other storm chasers throughout Pennsylvania, the Mid-Atlantic region, and the rest of the country, because we might get chasers from everywhere come July of 2025. Date will be confirmed, hopefully by the end of this month, beginning of October. I should have a confirmed date for you guys. As soon as the fire department approves it. Just waiting on them. So, and if they don't approve it, then I'll probably still have an event. It just won't be, maybe we'll sponsor another fire department or something. So, we'll see what happens. Yeah, this is a decent little storm here for sure. A couple severe thunderstorm warnings up in Canada, but I'm not really worried about those ones right now. I learned from Evan Stream not to only use chasers' full names, only initials. Ah, that's true, Ghosty. That's true. You could have just said, Tyler K or Jaden P. I don't know who you meant then. I was completely lost. So, here's that one in Kansas. Is this the one in Kansas? Why is it not coming up? There it is. So this one has golf ball size hail with it now. This is the one for Comanche or Comanche near Buttermilk. Golf ball size hail, 60 mile per hour winds with that one. So Central Illinois wants me to do their area. Davey! What's up, Davey? hey, you watching the tropics? Because I got Graham B coming with me, and if Florida looks to be a good place, we'll meet you down there. I got Graham B coming with me, so we'll be chasing the tropics if they start getting going. So hope to see you down there, my friend. That'd be really cool to see you. Okay, so Central Illinois asked to see Peoria. There's Peoria there. Nothing. There's no precip. This is just ground clutter here being picked up by the radar. Probably bugs. That does happen with a lot of radars. But, yeah, Peoria looks good. Peoria, Illinois looks good. You're actually not too far away from Trebona. Trebona lives over here by Champaign, so you're not too far from him at all. We actually go through Peoria all the time when we're on our way to Illinois. When we go out, or to Iowa, when we go to Iowa, we go through Peoria all the time. I love driving right through the middle of town. It's such a nice town. Does this mean we see VW get dunked? Can we just picture as he goes in? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I mean, that's still far out. Once I get people confirmed, I'll ask them if they want to do the dunk tank. I'll see if I can get some interest in that. But until then, that's still a little far out. I just want to make sure I get some chasers. Some chasers out that are interested to come, at least. That's the big thing right now. Did you get the chance to chase? Did you chance the moderate risk in July? Which one was that, Central Illinois? Was that the one that was more up towards Kankakee, up towards Chicago, and then up into Rockford got the tornadoes? If that's the one, then yes, we were out for that. We started down near Champaign. Actually, we started all the way down here in Terre Haute. We drove the whole way up the western side of Indiana, through Boswell and Kentland, and then up into Kankakee, and nothing happened that day. So, yeah. Grandma B was actually with me on that chase, too. It was the first chase she ever came with me on. And not much. Logan Esrich was out there with us that day. We were chasing with him, and unfortunately, it was just nothing happened with that one. So, unfortunately. Davey says, yes, I'm watching the tropics. I'm getting a rack and pinion put in. It'll be ready for Monday. I miss you, buddy. I'm okay, Ghost. I'm doing good, Davey. We miss you too. I miss you too, bud. We'll have to meet up down there. We have to meet up down there. If we get into Florida or Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, wherever it ends up being, we will meet up for dinner one of those nights. Even if we'll try to find a Waffle House or something would be cool. That'd be really cool to meet up for food. Grandma would love that too. I know she would. Hi, weather teenager forecaster. Welcome in. Happy to have you with us. We're just kind of chatting right now here. It's cool that Grandma B wants to go with you again. Yeah, Ghosty, this is the last one. This is going to be her last one that she can do because it's just she can't do it. Her body can't do it much, so she's the last one here. The next hurricane will not be Isaac. The next major hurricane will be Isaac. This next one will not be Isaac. This will be Helena. Helena is the next one because there was no H named storm. So, and speaking of wonderful ladies, hi Anne. We were just talking about meeting up for. I was just telling Davey that if we all meet up and go down to Florida or wherever for the tropical storm, we have to meet up because Grandma B is coming with me. She's coming on her last chase. So, hi Peachy, welcome back. Peoria, Illinois got hit by Washington EF2. Oh, not good. Not good at all. Yeah, no, Peoria was a good one. Is a big city. That's a big town. For sure. Hopefully no assistance will be needed, Davey. Hopefully no, that just no. No. No more assistance. Oil change is done. I don't got to worry about that at least before the trip. So I'm actually going to get my car worked on Monday. When I took Grandma on the last chase, my check engine light came on. The cylinder number 1 had a misfire, and it did it. And I cleared it out, and it did it again. So I'm going to go get that taken care of Monday, hopefully, and have it ready to go for the chase. So should be good. Hopefully, nothing bad needed there. Tim, it won't be her last chase ever. I think this will be just her last really big chase ever. She'll do some local PA, Ohio stuff, but I don't think she wants to travel far anymore. She just can't do it. She's 78 years old. She wants to sit in her chair and relax. She hates sleeping in chairs in hotels because she can't sleep in beds. It's miserable for her. So, and she can't sit long periods of time. She just can't. Coil pack or spark plug? I think it's a spark plug. I really think it's a spark plug problem. Yeah, we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that fixed. Like I said, it's already scheduled to go to the shop on Monday, or the dealership Monday, the 23rd. Get fixed, and then we should be ready to full out blown chase. So the car's doing pretty good though. Other than that, it hasn't given me any other major problems. Yeah, there's just no storms to really forecast right now here. Let's see if we got any new warnings anywhere. Texas is still going, Florida, and Kansas. So, yeah, nothing. The one in Kansas is back down to 1-inch size hail. Florida's still reporting a tornado possible. So, yeah, that's it. There's not much going on right now. It's kind of a quiet day across the country. Even though there's a chance of severe storms up in the eastern Dakotas, it's just not happening, I guess, so. Might be the injector if really unlucky. Yeah, so they the only thing they told me when they plugged in the machine to tell me what it was, they said it was the cylinder number 1 misfires. All they kept saying it was. So they told me there wasn't something to worry about. Take it to the dealership. If it did it again, take it to the dealership. So when I went down and when I got my oil change done last week, had my mechanic look at it. He said same things, like it's nothing to be worried about. Take it to the dealership, have them change out spark plugs. You'll probably be fine. So I'm going to take it up to the dealership and see what they can do. Fortunately, the Monday, the 23rd, was the earliest I could get it in because they're so backed up there. But I ain't worried about it. I mean, it hasn't been driving weird or anything. It's just been sending the alerts. So the check engine light. After Helena, Isaac is the one I'm going to track. Isaac. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm worried about Helena first, or Helena, whatever one it is. Yeah, that's the next one that's coming, and that's the one that's probably going to be a pretty big hurricane. Looking at models and stuff. So if it does become a big hurricane somewhere down here in the Gulf, whether it hits western coast of Florida over towards Louisiana, PA Storm Trackers will be there. We're not going to miss out on this next one. We missed out on Francine, and I'm not missing out on the next one. I'll have Grandma be with me so she can experience a hurricane. Find a specialist, not a dealer. There is no specialist around here, Chris, unfortunately. There's not, so. Yeah. We'll get it taken care of. Hi, Sam. Welcome in. Yeah. No caps here, please. We appreciate you checking in. Happy to have you here with us. Just no caps. Yeah, the mods don't like the caps too much. So we get it. You're saying hi. Just make sure your cap locks are off. We'll be good. Yeah, I know, David. You were all ready to go down for Francine, and it just stuff happens, right? I mean, we missed a good storm, but I guess it wasn't like that great. Plus, I don't know if I'd want to chase Louisiana. That's a lot of swamps down there. I'm afraid I'd get like trapped somewhere. But I'd rather chase Florida because you and I had a good time in Perry. You know, that was not bad. We wouldn't have to be near the ocean to experience the worst of it. So, especially if I have Grandma with me, Grandma won't want to drive into the flooding. Um, it's gonna be interesting trying to keep her calm through the mess. So we'll see what happens. Ghosty's laying down the law, the rules. Make sure everybody follows the rules. We don't have very many rules. We just try to, you know, keep them simple for everybody. Let's Ann says I'm gonna go get off. Listen with David. He's watching. Getting the echo. And as you're all religious, could you all say some prayers for me and my Charlie? Yep, and we'll put you in our prayers. We will definitely put you in our prayers, and hope to see you in Florida here next week, or somewhere in the southeast, somewhere in the Gulf Coast, overlooking the Gulf of Mexico next week. I'm excited for that. Maybe some severe storms after that out in the plains too. I'm gonna turn and burn and enter the plains to chase some tornadoes. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Sam's watching from Mississippi. I'm from Watch at Mississippi. Sweet. Well, welcome in from the south. Might be down your way here in the next few days, depending on what this tropical system does. Maybe it'll go in one model putting it towards Texas. The other model is putting it towards Florida. Maybe it'll go right in the middle and go right up towards like towards Mobile. I'm okay with that. Yeah, that'll work, Davey. Absolutely. Oh, they updated it to a 20 to a 30. Oh, boy. Let's go take a look at that, shall we? Ooh, that's bright. My word. Yep, it is a 30 now. Oh, boy. So there you go, guys. It is now a 30% chance of formation in the next 7 days, but still nothing in the next 48 hours. So I'm from Meadville, Franklin Country, Mississippi. Okay. Gotcha. Ghosty's my favorite Kiwi from down there in New Zealand. She's my favorite Kiwi. I always say when I need a hug, I need to call him a Kiwi. That's Ghosty or Matt. I feel it's more logic. So actually, Davey, the orange area is still what's left of Gordon, because even it says right in the thing here, remnants of Gordon. So I think that one would stay Gordon if it does anything. Now what they said is it'll organize a little bit kind of up in here, and then it'll kind of move up to the northeast and kind of just meander around out here and do its thing. It might get organized again back to Gordon, but it's not going to be anything crazy. So, yes, Ghosty is my favorite female Kiwi. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. And she's one of our favorite mods. One of our favorite mods. We have a lot of favorite mods. Ghosty makes sure she lays down the law. You don't get anything past Ghosty, that's for sure. When it comes to the law. Well, weather teenager, it's still a week away. It's still 8 days away. So models are going to change probably 300 more times beforehand. So, um, yeah, so it's still too far out. Still too far out to know exactly what's going to happen. Once, if you wait till Monday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday next week, then stuff's going to start getting more pinpointed. We're going to start getting cones. We're going to start seeing development, stuff like that, because it's just still too far out. I'm not even believing anything it says because we looked at the European model was taking it towards Texas, and the GFS was taking it towards Florida, and the models are kind of all over the place. So. You're right, Chris. I am going to count them. You're dang right. I'm going to count them. Absolutely. Oh, that's one time. Oh no, that's two. That's three. That's four. That's five. Yeah, right, Davey. The timing's all over. If it follows a GFS model, goes towards Florida, it's saying Thursday evening for landfall. If it follows the European and goes towards Texas, which is going to be saying weaker, it's going to be Saturday morning for landfall. All over the place. I'd rather take the Thursday landfall and then turn and burn to the Central Plains and catch some tornadoes because they were saying about tornadoes, but I haven't seen much about that since. So maybe there won't be a tornado threat. Maybe it'll just be the tropical storm. We'll see. We'll see what happens. That's why I put those polls out just to see what everyone wants me to chase. So. See if we got any more new warnings anywhere. We have new one here in Florida. That storm's still just kind of chilling along the coast there. So new severe thunderstorm warning in Florida. This is for north central Brevard County and east central Volusia County. Storm was over Oak Hill, moving southeast at 15, 60 mile per hour winds and penny size hail. Still with a tornado possible. So still have to keep an eye on that one. That one could still produce a tornado before heading out over and they added on for the special marine warning as well near Oak Hill, moving southeast 10 knots, and water spouts could be possible if it moves over water. So tornadoes and water spouts still possible with that storm. That'll keep me out of my head and give me other things to think about. That's what we're here for, Ann. We're all good people and we take care of each other. And I hope I hope to see obviously you and Davey way beforehand. But Davey told me you two are both coming up for the meet and greet next year, July. I'm working. Hopefully, we'll have a date for both you at the end of this month, beginning of October, when the fire department approves it. I should be able to get a date for you guys. But we're thinking like the second weekend of July, so it doesn't interfere with the 4th of July because don't want to do that. Oh my. Let's see here. I'm trying to read some of the comments here. It's showing that it's staying a tropical storm until this Monday. Well, whether it's not going to even form before Monday. It's going to form like Tuesday or Wednesday next week. So the models are showing that, but I don't think those aren't right. They're going to change. I promise you, they're going to change. Ghosty's posting the links for you guys, so make sure you check out the link tree that gives you all of our social media platforms as well as our other channels that we run and our donations as well. Donations are greatly appreciated. They're never expected, and all proceeds go back into the storm chasing. So if you're ever interested in supporting us, you can check those out, and all goes back into chasing, gas, food, hotel, stuff like that. So. And then you can check out the Discord channel as well. We're very active in there as well. Here's that cell still down in Texas. Still just meandering around. It's moving at 20 miles an hour. Just chilling over there. Northeast Texas Panhandle. Hi, Sean. Welcome in. Yeah, and there's some big names that have shown interest in the meet and greet. So still a little far out. Still a little far out. Like I said, haven't given them a date yet, but I have a lot of pretty big names interested. Um, Dave, you can text me, and or you both can message me or something. I'll kind of tell you who's interested, but they're not guaranteed yet. They're not guaranteed. Um, you definitely want to. Anyone who is interested in coming to the meet and greet, you definitely want to, mark for your calendars of July next year. Like I said, looking right now, trying for July 12th. We're trying for July 12th. That's not a confirmed date yet, but that is a date that is possible. You definitely want to mark your calendars because there's going to be a lot of cool chasers coming, some big surprises, stuff like that. So we know Davey's coming. We know Davey and Ann are definitely coming. So those are confirmed chasers for sure coming. I'm just hoping that the weather is calm at that time. Nothing crazy's going on. Like for our drive-in, everything was calm. There wasn't anything crazy going on because I want some chasers to come. Oh, yeah, and that's right. I'll see you guys at the National Chaser Summit as well out there in Kansas City. Yep, National Chaser Summit. PA Storm Trackers will be there, and Storm Chaser Jones will be there with Dutchman Chasing. So you want to definitely see us out there as well. Beachy, why are you having road rage but house rage? What? How's that work? I'm curious. How's that working? New Spirit Thunderstorm warning, by the way. This is for Oklahoma. Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains. Oh, and my size is 2XL. I'm 2XL. I don't know what the size everybody else is. I'm 2XL. And yeah, you don't need to make me anything. You know that. Your son's done enough for me. Helping me change my oil in a parking lot of a hotel as a hurricane's getting ready to make landfall. That's plenty. I promise. But yeah, here's the new severe thunderstorm warning. This is for northwestern Ellis County and northwestern Oklahoma. This is for 9 miles southeast of Follett, moving east at 20 with 60 mile per hour winds and $50 size hail. That's going to move towards Chautauqua and Gage and Fargo and eventually Woodward. And we have spent a lot of time in this area. Davey and Ann, if you both remember, sitting in Woodward, and we went up into Fort Supply to that haunted place. And we kept going to Buffalo and back, and Buffalo and back. And then we ended up going all the way down towards Weatherford to catch that tornado that came through Custer City. That was a fun day. That was my first ever tornado emergency that I chased. That was a pretty exciting day there. That is true, Davey. Yeah, you saved us on a couple chases now. That first day in Oklahoma and then down there in Perry, Florida. I thought I was having to call for a tow truck down there in Florida. We got lucky and didn't have to, though, because Davey's my mechanic. He's my roadside mechanic. Yeah, think of it as our Christmas gift. You've done enough for me. You've done plenty. You and your mom have done plenty. That's for sure. I'm trying to see here. Just trying to read through the comments here, guys. I apologize. Dang dogs, cleaning my house, hip and shoulder pain along with ankle, just my house in general. I got my puppy beside me. She's laying here being really good. I'm being Dip. I bean dip? She looks at me like, wow. Are you tired, huh? Oh, Bobby. A little girl. Huh. It's always a good thing, Ian, because sometimes I'm not. But that's the good thing with this hail rack too that I got on too. Um, it's also going to act as a luggage rack on top, so I can put gas cans up there for hurricanes and stuff. So I guess that'll work out in the end. Keep checking on this storm up here and coming from Texas into Oklahoma. Couple chasers down there. Two dogs are lazy, but my other dog is very hyper and loves to bark. Ah, that sounds like Xena. Hi, Xena. What? Xena's a hyper dog. She loves to play, especially with her ducky. Where's your ducky? Right there. Get your ducky. Get your ducky. Bring your ducky up here. Bring your ducky up here. And Miss Coffee jumps on. Coffee got us the dog got Xena a ducky to play with, and she absolutely loves her ducky. Huh? You like your ducky? She's gonna squeak it. Hold on. Like your ducky? Get your ducky. Get it. Get your ducky. Where she goes. She's gonna squeak it now. Y'all got free chicken, so it wasn't too bad. No, we got free chicken. We still thank Glenn and Miranda from down there in Perry, KFC, or KFC Perry, Florida. And Miranda fed us that night. That was amazing. I'll never forget that. Yeah. Remember me and Dave were sitting there. I'm like, Davey, what do you want? He's like, I want biscuits. I'm like, you can have all the biscuits. He did. We got what, like 20 biscuits. They were like, you guys can get whatever you want. And we're like, well, we don't want to clean you out. And they're like, we're going to lose power and clothes anyway, so you might as well. So we just got food. We got lucky with that, finding, and that was what, Davey, just stopping at the O'Reilly Auto Parts down there. We'd have never met Glenn. That was really cool. And I've never had someone buy food for us, and all we had to do was just give them a shout out. I'm like, I'll shout you out. You treated us well. You were nice to us. So, I wasn't looking for free food. I was just being nice because they were good people. And the cops in Perry were really cool, and the people that got the owners of the hotel that we stayed at, the Econo Lodge down there, were really cool. So everybody we talked to down there in Perry was super nice. Yeah, Wolfie, yep. I'd seen as a German Shepherd too. She has her duck. The Coffee got her. Coffee got her a duck. Yep. Yeah, because then the one right beside the hotel was the Advanced Auto Parts, or no, it was the AutoZone. I think no, it was Advanced. It's Advanced Auto Parts. That's where we got the oil from to change my oil. Because the O'Reilly was on the other side. Yeah, everybody in Paris, because the residents were all coming out and talking to us. They were all super cool. No, I love the people down there in the people in Perry were super cool. People in Perry, Florida. That's kind of why I'm hoping like another storm comes to Perry, because like I kind of know the area now, what to expect. So it was actually not too bad. You say what? If you take me chasing, yeah, let's not talk about it. Oh, Peach, I have to get out to your area to take you chasing. Yeah, you're supposed to be coming up to the meet and greet next year. That'd be really cool. Yeah, we're looking like July 12th, but that's not a confirmed date yet. Not confirmed yet. Yeah, there is a tornado warning in Canada. There is. That storm doesn't really impress me that much. Oh, it's a radar indicated. North of Whitewood. Storm is moving towards the north-northwest at 20 kilometers per hour. That is also in southeastern Saskatchewan. Or Tribuna calls it Sasquatchewan. But yeah, there's definitely some stuff going on in Canada. It's time, that's the year for Canada. Oh, where's the meet and greet? It's going to be in Western PA. It's going to be in southwestern Pennsylvania. Is the meet and greet. One to bail early on the ground. It's 1:10 a.m. All right, Chris. Well, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you all, as always, translating for Jay. And maybe we'll see you next week on the chase. I hope to have you on for the chase. It'd be really cool. With Grandma B. Y'all need to get here to Winter Haven so I can hook y'all up with some tacos. Yeah, Zen. Yeah. Hey, I mean, I know you're more in the middle of the state of Florida, but you never know. At the next storm, we may end up down there in your area. I mean, especially if the severe weather doesn't happen in the plains, we'll follow the storm up the coast because it's supposed to come in and go up like the East Coast then too, is what models are predicting. But still so far as we don't know. But you never know. Might end up down in your area. That'd be really cool. I could go for some good tacos. Just gotta be near a restroom, that's all. I don't do well with tacos. And it's just any tacos. I don't do well with tacos. My mom makes tacos here and my stomach just doesn't agree with them. But they're still so good, so I still eat them. Have a good evening, Chris, or good morning, or yeah, you said it's 1:10 a.m. So have a good evening. We'll catch you on the next one for sure. For sure. All right, and have a good night. We'll see you in Florida here in a little. Florida, somewhere on the Gulf Coast, the next week and a half. Probably within the next week, we'll see you down there. I'm sure. We'll see you soon. Xena, stop. Pet you, stop. You want to go outside? Hold on, y'all. Let dog goes back outside. Finn's whining now. You're the whiny baby. You know that? Xena doesn't care though. She's happy. Yeah, make sure y'all like and subscribe and share the channel with all your friends and family. We're trying to get up there. Everybody I know wants to see the duck dance again. The Grandma B duck dance. You gotta get us to 7,000 subscribers to do the duck dance. Oh, we love you too, Ann. We'll be seeing you real soon. Daniel's a storm chaser from Mississippi. Sweet. Well, there y'all go. There's a goal. Get us to 7,000. So then me and Davey can meet up and we can both do our dances for our viewers for our big goals we got. That's what we gotta do. I like that idea. Finn, you can stay out there. You wanted to go out. Yeah, you're right, Weather. Yeah, someone, I think Max said that whatever this is could be talked about for a long while. It could be big. Sounds good, Ann. Sounds good. Ooh. All right, what do we got going on storm-wise here? Still, one coming out of Texas is still looking good. That's still a nice little hail core, that one, for sure, coming into Oklahoma. And the one in Florida still hanging out there. That's a hook. That's a little bit of a hook there trying to form. Keep an eye on that. Has anything formed up here where the severe weather was supposed to be, other than Canada? We know most of the weather's in Canada, but is anything forming on that line? There's one little storm trying near Watertown. That's it, though. Wow. Not much. Not much going on. Well, there's a couple little cells trying to build here in North Dakota. Near Devil's Lake. Hey, Kyle's up there. My buddy Kyle. Oh, Corey and Brandon are up there? There you go, guys. You can go watch them guys. Yep. They got in the right area. I don't think they're streaming, though. I got to talk to Kyle for a little bit in South Dakota. He was pretty cool. Do a little video that we watch again and again. There you go. I don't like what we did. Hi, Jay. Welcome in. Models are making it to look like Cat 2 Hurricane for Thursday. That's possible, Weather. That is 100% possible. Still a little far out. That could change, but that's what I'm thinking. That's my thinking of it. It's going to be around a Cat 2, maybe a Cat 3 landfall. Somewhere right along the Gulf Coast. Name is Radar. What? Beth says, is the merger going to help or kill this? Which one, Beth? Which storm? Is that the one in Florida? There's a bunch of storms going on up here in North Dakota right now. Is it this one here in Florida? It might push out something here if it's the one in Florida. That hook's starting to look more and more pronounced, so we'll keep an eye on this one here. It's a pretty nice looking hook right there, trying to form on this one. This is near Scottsmore in Mims, Florida. The one that Brandon is on. I gotta go up and look and see here. What's going on for these guys? It's a little cell merger, but it's nothing crazy. It could help a little bit, but we'll keep an eye on them here. This one looks to be the best cell out of all of them up here towards Milo, North Dakota, going towards Rolla. These are all lifting straight north, almost going into Canada. It's part of that arc. And we were telling you guys there's a big low pressure here over this area, and there's a big calm ahead arc. And that's probably what half of those are from. Because there's obviously a tornado warning on the northern end of the arc, which is where they would normally be. So, no, this is radar scope that we're using. Radar scope. That's the weather app we use. It's just the future so it will change. Yep, yeah, it'll change. Hi, Pi. Welcome in. Yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to be. That's the pi symbol. The pi symbol. Welcome in. Happy to have you here with us. We're just kind of watching the storms all around, see what's going on right now. Not much. It's a pretty quiet day across the United States. No grandma right now. But we will be back out chasing next week. We're going to go down and watch the tropical storm that's supposed to be forming down in the Gulf. And grandma will be with me. Grandma will be back with me. So keep an eye open for live streams next week. Make sure y'all turn on your notification bells. That way then next week when we do go live on our chase and ride and chats down to wherever the storm's going to be, Grandma B will be with me. So App Store weather radar. It's radar scope. That's all. That's all I can tell you, Sam. It's radar scope is the one I'm using on the computer. That's also the one I use when I do the storm chasing as well. So I do have radar Omega as well, but I don't use radar Omega as much. Just radar scope. I like it better. More features for me to use. I'm calling a Cat 10 with snow. I mean, wait till the snow band set up here from the Lake Effect snow band set up here on Lake Erie. It'll be like Cat 10 snow. A lot of the big name chasers like Brandon and Corey and Reed do like chasing the snow bands up here on Lake Erie. So they'll be back. They'll be up here, I'm sure, like November. What are you doing, doggo? Hold on, guys. What you doing, puppy? Oh, you trying to get in your apartment? Hold on. There you go. You're welcome, puppy. Go ahead. She was trying to go in her apartment to lay down, I think, and she couldn't get the door open. Aw, poor puppy. I'm sorry, Bean. What you got? Is that your duck? Is that your duck? Is it? There goes Zena with her duck. What you got? You got ducky? You got ducky? Yeah? What? It is not bedtime yet. You can buzz off. Yeah, I said so. No, you don't need to tell him anything. You come up here. Lay down. Lay down with Ducky. Good girl. You can lay over there and be good, Mr. Finn. Yeah, it's not bedtime yet. You can go to bed. Not bedtime for me yet, though. Hear me? It's dogs, I swear, they like yelling at me. Tell me it's bedtime. Let me get back to the comments here. I think Helen will be able to form to be a Cat 1. That's my opinion. I'll take Cat 1. I've intercepted a Cat 1. Debbie was a Cat 1 down there in Perry, Florida. Davey will tell you about it. It was actually kind of fun to stand out there in the wind and rain. What program do you use right now? Is that Prism? Yeah, we are using Prism for the live stream right now. Yeah, show my face and with the radar here and stuff. I can come on here and draw and show you guys. Yeah, this is Prism that we're using. We don't use Prism for our other when we're actually out like chasing. It's not when we're out chasing, we don't use Prism. We started trying to use Streamlabs, but it doesn't work much anymore. So we just use straight YouTube. And we use another thing called WeatherScan, wx-scan.com. It's actually a website that was created by Ryan Hall, and you can go to that website, find any, and if we turn on our link, you can follow us where we are, click on our link, and it takes you right to our YouTube channel, right to our video. So, and a bunch of chasers are using it. So that's weatherscan.com, wx-scan.com. Not using it right now, but when we do go out and we do chase, we do use that. So other people can find us, and then if we're out chasing and say Ryan is live, Ryan can go on there and find our live stream and use us on his live stream, which is pretty cool. So again, that's weatherscan, wx-scan.com. That's another one we use. Other than that, we use just straight YouTube. We tried Prism. It didn't work for a while. And then we tried Streamlabs, and it sucks too, so we just went back to YouTube. It's just easier. That way we don't lose the stream for you guys. So, who's all up here in Canada? There's a bunch of chasers in Canada. Do I know any of them? Michela's up there, so I'm sure freaking, what's his name's up there? J-Jack. They're all chasing that southern stuff. Who's up here chasing the tornado warning? Matthew Nelson and Tom Smetana. Huh. Yeah, do as Ghosty said. The dog's names are Xena. Xena's the one who's squeaking right now, and Finn was the one who was grumbling earlier. Finn's going to lay on his vent right now, so he must be getting ready for going to sleep. Good boy, Finny Boob. Good boy. And then, like I said, Xena's the one who's over here squeaking her duck. She's laying on the couch beside me, huh? You being a good girl? You being a good girl? Yeah. Good girl. She is. She's being very good right now. If we chase together, that would be sick. Yeah, you never know, Peachy. You never know when we end up back out in the Central Plains. Might be out there in a week and a half. Next weekend, we might back out there if the weather is cooperates and gets the severe weather going out there. Then not, because they said that the ridge is a big, huge ridge is going to build, and that's supposed to produce a ton of good storms. So you never know. We might end up back out there. Oh, Wolfie's hearing the squeaky toy and going crazy. Yeah, that's Xena squeaking. Coffee, everyone knows Coffee, got everybody a bunch of gifts when my parents met up with her for dinner the other night, and she got Xena a duck. And it's a green duck. Can I see the duck? That's the duck. It's kind of crushed right now, but it's a big green squeaky duck, and it squeaks. So Xena absolutely loves it. It's her new favorite toy. Because she can't destroy it. She can't rip it apart, but she still loves it. Huh. Is that your ducky? Is that your ducky? Sorry for everybody's ears. You might want to turn down your computers. I apologize. Listen, Squeaky. Listen, Squeaky. She's speaking. She's speaking. Big old smile on her face. She's happy. Oh. Yeah, it won't be next week when we get up there, Peachy. It would be like next weekend. Like the 28th through the 30th is the 28th through the 30th is when we plan to be out in the plains chasing. At least that's what they were saying, so. Okay. Rubber ducky, you're the one. Rubber ducky, so much fun. Squeak, squeak. She just loves squeaking it. You like squeaking your duck? Oh, this dog. Yeah, so yeah, Davey, the YouTube doesn't overheat your phone. That was the other problem happening with Streamlabs too, was it was overheating our phone with us using all the overlays and stuff, telling like where we were, what the temperature was, what the time was. It was overheating our phone and shutting the phone off. So we were not going to do that to you guys anymore. It was killing our phone. Just use photo math for all my algebra. I mean, what? Pi. I wish they had that around pi when I was in school because I'd have done really well in math, but I sucked at math when I was in school. That's why I never became a meteorologist. I couldn't do it. So, yes, I agree, Davey. YouTube does need its own server for overlays. Yes, I agree with that. You were loud. You know that? All of a sudden, now she wants to play with her duck. You were loud. You know that? She says, I don't care. I apologize to everybody for the loud squeakiness. When you get a German Shepherd who loves to play with toys, yeah. She loves toys. Our last German Shepherd we had didn't like toys. But Xena, man, she has a whole toy box full of toys. The whole yard's full of toys. Her biggest obsession is bubbles. She stopped and looked at me. No, I don't have any. What? Did you just throw your duck at me? You did. You threw your duck at me. Why'd you throw your duck at me? Really? Really? You threw your duck at me. That's not nice. That's not nice. You know that. That's not nice. Your duck is right there. I'm not going to take it. Now Finn's going to start. Hey, go lay back down on your vent. Mr. Finn. Yeah, you. Go back, lay back on your vent. Dogs. Helena will be a cat 1 to cat 2 in 24 hours this Thursday. Yeah, I'm thinking, well, no, not this Thursday, not tomorrow. Next Thursday. Next Thursday. It gives you the answer. I just look for the answer. That's what I would do too, Pi. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right, let's see here what's going on. We got a couple tornado warnings now up here in Canada again. Still tornado possible, but nothing confirmed. That one. There's only one severe thunderstorm warning left, and it is in Oklahoma. It's this one here. Still 1.25 inches size hail, which is $half, 60 mile per hour winds near Shattuck. 7 miles northwest of Shattuck, moving east at 15. So that storm's a creeper. It's a creeper one. So that's really it. There's only one flash flood warning left, and that's only in Virginia. So not much going on, guys, right now. It's kind of a quiet day in the United States, and that's why we jumped on to discuss the weather and like what we're going to be doing and stuff. So, actually, Ghosty, a couple storm chasers do chase with their dogs. I'll mention them because that's fine by me. Reed is one. Reed chases with Gizmo. We love Gizmo. I want to meet Gizmo because Gizmo's adorable. And Jane Poppenheim chases with his dog Zero. And yeah, it's awesome. I'd love to chase with my dogs. I just don't think they would behave enough to chase. Xena might. Finn, on the other hand, would be like wanting to like look out the window and everything. He'd want to chase everything. Huh. Yep. He's laying over on his vent right now. Here's a good boy, Finn. Here's a good boy. Yeah, weather, you never know. We'll have to keep an eye on everything, so never know. Hi, Sheila. Welcome in. We brought Wolfie a few times. That's awesome, Davey. Yeah, I don't think my dogs would. All right, Peachy, we'll see you on the next chase. Have a good night. We'll see you later. Zen looks out her windows for hurricanes. Yeah, I wish I could. I can't look out I can look out my window and see a mountaintop and see snow, but that's about it. No tornadoes ever happen here. No, nothing ever happens here. We'll check these storms real quick here in North Dakota, then we're gonna. We've been on for 3 hours. Jeez, a piece. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get off soon. So get to bed so I can get up tomorrow and go dash and make my money so I can go storm chasing next week for everybody. Gotta make the money to make my car payment. So Funny because last year when I chased my first tornado warning ever, he was with us and got really close to the rotation and started freaking out, whining like he knew something was happening. Yeah, dogs are very good for telling. Yeah, the dogs are very good for telling about the weather, how what's gonna, something bad's happening. Next live stream start time. No idea, Sam. No idea. It's probably not going to be. I mean, we might catch something between now and then. You never know. We just pop on live randomly. But next week is for the when we start heading down for the tropical storm. Will probably be the next time I'm live. But I'll be watching through the weekend for everybody. I just got so much going on this week with the fire department. I won't be able to be live or anything. Ghosty, I didn't know that about Reed, but I did about Jade. Yeah, Reed takes Gizmo. Gizmo's been around a long time with Reed chasing tornadoes. Like, Gizmo doesn't go with them all the time, but for like a month, Reed will take Gizmo with him. Gizmo usually stays with Reed's mom in South Carolina when he's chasing, but Gizmo sometimes will pop on. You'll see Gizmo. I think Sierra was taking care of him last time I saw. Sierra, who's with Jordan Hall. Yeah, she was watching him for a while they all chased. My parents got to meet Sierra, Jordan Hall, and Aaron Rigsby in Ohio when they chased Ohio last year, which was pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, hurricanes usually do produce the tornadoes, which is crazy. So Davey asks, how do you do Josh dashing in your area? Not good, Davey. The money here, people don't pay the money here. I'm going to have to get in some of the bigger cities to do it. Like Pittsburgh, or like even when I'm out chasing some of the bigger cities, because my area, just nobody around here tips. The orders are like, I get like $3 or $4 orders that I have to drive like 8 miles to houses because people don't want to tip. It's not good. I actually started Instacart today. The money is better there, but I didn't get anything because the closest order was like a 30-mile trip for like $15, $20. I said, nah, I'm not taking that. So that was the only one I got. So, all right, Sam, have a good night. We'll see you on the next live stream. Hopefully, I'll be on hopefully next week sometime, going down to Florida or wherever. But you never know. We might pop on before then if something happens weather-wise around here. Northern Lights, freaking solar eclipse. You never know. Never know. Gizmo was on his Tornado Chaser series after Storm Chasers. Yeah. Yeah, Reed's had Gizmo a long time. So, but yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, we're gonna wait and see what happens with the forecasts and stuff here. Yeah, weather. We don't know about tornadoes until it happens. That's too far out again. We don't know what's all going to happen with it. So we'll keep watching. That's all we can do is keep watching the models, and we'll pick a target and go there and see what happens. I mean, hurricanes are a lot of moving around to wait and see, but I'm sure we'll be in the right area. And yeah, but until then, guys, I'm gonna hop off for the evening so I can go get some things done, get ready for tomorrow to try to do some more dashing to get some money, and then I got to go work traffic detail on Saturday for that 10K race, and I got a parade, and then I got to go sit at a freaking booth and tell people, hey, we're looking for firefighters, come join us. And then wrestling, I think. Oh, wrestling's Saturday too, so I got wrestling too. Oh man, Saturday's gonna be a busy day. Crap. Wow. Okay, well, do what I can do. But yeah, we'll be seeing you guys real soon, and yeah, make sure you hit the notification bell. Never know what's going to happen with everything, and we'll be watching models and trying to figure out. Grandma B will be with me again, so yeah. But everybody have a blessed evening. Have a great rest of your week and weekend. I'm going to be busy Saturday, so I won't be able to be on, and yeah, Davey, go ahead and text me. You can text me even this evening or whenever you're free. It doesn't matter. I'll be up for. I'm still going to be up for a while. It's just I'm going to be doing some things. So thanks again to everybody tuning in. Thank you to Ghosty, one of our awesome mods as always, and everybody else for checking in. Sheila was here, and Zen, and Jerry, and everybody, Zen, and Davey, and Sam was here, and Weather. Peachy was on, and all kind of people were here just chilling with us today. So, and yep, and Ann was here. Yep. So y'all have a good night. Have a good rest of your week and weekend. Try to enjoy it. Weather's gonna be calm, and next week's gonna be crazy. We'll let you know where we're going from there. And next time you might see me live, we'll be on our way to the Gulf Coast with Grandma B. So y'all have a good night, and we'll see y'all real soon. Take care, and see you on the next stream.